The session is now called to order. Everybody is requested to rise for the singing of the national anthem.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, buyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupi, di ka pasisingil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mo bakaw, may nilang ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang may magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng maraming pagsik na, buhay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga apit, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Please remain standing. May we ask Representative Marisol C. Panotes, 2nd District, Camarines Norte, to please lead the prayer.
Almighty Father, we praise and thank you for calling us to serve your people. Give us your anointing and help us not to seek power nor position, but rather make us a vessel of your grace, to touch the lives of other people and seek to be worthy of your love. Lord, mold us to your heart. Use us as a channel of your compassion. Help us to be worthy of your trust, that we may be an instrument of peace and hope to everyone. Give us courage to be an agent of change, to achieve our dream of transformation. Finally, we ask you to heal our land and to restore faith and righteousness in our nation. This we ask in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.
The Secretary is directed to call the roll of members.
Roll call of members. Honorable Representatives Abad, Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abu, Abueg, Acharon, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adyong, Adbincula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Aglipay Bilyar, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Franz, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawil, Batocabe, Bautista Bandigan, Belaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biazon, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maria Vida, Brosas, Bulot Begtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Fred, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serapica, Cerilles, Chavez, Chipeco, Co, Coanco, Collantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Osalan, Crisólogo, Cua, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, De Vera, Defensor, Del Mar, Del Rosario, Del Oso Montalia, Dimaporo Abdullah, Dimaporo Muhammad Khalid, Duabit, Durano, D, Elago, Enberga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ebardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis Jonjon, Periol, Florendo, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Fuentebella, Garbin, Garcia Gwendolyn, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gachalian, Heron, Go Ana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio Dong, Gonzales Fernando, Goriseta, Gulias, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hopper, Halos Hos, Javier, Ko, Konghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Leachon, Lee, Limkay Chong, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhar, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Loyola, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magudadato Suharto, Magudadato Sahid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Meliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles Carlo, Nolasco, Núñez Malañaon, Oaminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ong Ortega Pablo, Ortega Bini Nola, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia Sagabas, Kimbo, Radaza, Ramiresato, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Roa Puno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque Hari, Roque Rogelio, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar Meri, Sabeliano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, Si Alvarado, Ambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Cherny, Tejada, Tebes, Tianco, Ting, Tinio, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Turabinataman, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Catera, Veloso, Vergara, Villapuerte, Villanueva, Villarazo Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Biolago, Yap Arthur, Yap Melesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate, Subiri. The speakers present. Madam Speaker, the roll call shows that 242 members responded to the call.
242? With 242 members present, quorum is hereby declared. Majority Leader?
Madam Speaker, good afternoon. I move that we approve Journal Number 12 for the session on August 16, 2017.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we take up reference of business and first reading. And for this, please direct our Secretary General to read the numbers and titles of the measures.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the bills and resolution on first reading for referral to the appropriate committee.
House Bill numbers, reference of business, bills on first reading. House Bill 6209, ensuring the protection and conservation of Rizal Memorial Sports Complex, Representative Biason.
To the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
House Bill number 6210, institutionalizing a national integrated cancer control program, Representative Nograles.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 6211, renaming Bangkulasi National High School, Representative Chanco.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Bill 6212, construction of underpass tunnel structures and or skyway overpasses, Representative Delmar.
To the Committee on Public Works and Highways.
House Bill 6213, establishing the Medical Scholarship and Service Program, Representatives Nieto and Maceda.
To the Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Bill 6214, establishing a national high school at Barangay Sugod, City of Valencia, Province of Bukidnon, Representative Roque.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Bill number 6215, appropriating funds for the operation of the Government of the Republic of the Philippines from January 1 to December 31, 2018, Representatives Nograles, Alvarez, Pariñas, several others.
To the Committee on Appropriations.
Resolutions, House Resolution 1188, calling for an inquiry on the allegedly grossly disadvantageous lease contract entered into by the DTI PhilExport in the Manila Exposition Complex, Representatives Ibardone and Belaro.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1189, conducting an inquiry on the avian flu outbreak, Representative Salon.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolutions 1190 to 1192, urging the Committee on Energy and Good Government and Public Accountability to investigate the anomalous procurements of Noreco 2, Representative Tebes.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1193, urging the Committee on Agriculture to inquire into the bird flu outbreak in Pampanga, Representative Heron.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1194, expressing support of the House to the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas, Representative Roa Puno.
To the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
House Resolution 1195, expressing profound condolences of the House on the demise of Mr. Alpi Lorenzo, Representative Olivares.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1196, congratulating and commending Filipino students for winning PV2 awards in India International Mathematics Competition, Representative Olivares.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1197, expressing recognition, acknowledgement, and congratulations to Ms. Marie Antoinette Sarangaya, Libiste, for winning first place at the Grand Prix of Samurin, Representative Olivares.
To the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
House Resolution 1198, expressing warmest felicitations and congratulations of the House to Ms. Nanette Medved Po, Representative Olivares.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1199, congratulating commending Filipino students who won 245 medals in the 13th International Mathematics Contest, Representative Olivares.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1200, congratulating commending 7-year-old figure skater Ayasopia Victoria Aguirre, Representative Bagaching.
To the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
House Resolution 1201, direct the Committees on Aquaculture and Fisheries Resources, Natural Resources, and Poverty Alleviation to inquire the socio-economic and environmental impact of reclamation projects, Representatives Casilaw, Sarat, and several others.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1202, direct the Committees on Labor and Employment and Human Rights to inquire the June 2, 2017 violent dispersal of the striking workers of the Korean-owned banana plantation, Representatives Casilaw, Sarat, and several others.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1203, direct the Committees on Agrarian Reform and Human Rights to investigate the illegal arrest of a peasant leader, Representatives Casilaw, Sarat, and several others.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1204, direct the Committees on Agrarian Reform and Human Rights to inquire into the continuing deprivation of the rights to land of agricultural worker members, Representative Casilaw, Sarat, and several others.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1205, expressing profound condolences on the demise of veteran Director Socrates Soxy Topacio, Representatives Nieto and Maceda.
To the Committee on Rules.
Message from the Senate. Message dated August 14, informing the House that the Senate even date passed Senate Bill 1466.
To the Committee on Rules.
Communications. Letter dated July 24, Pamparo M. Kabutahe Tang, Presiding Justice, Sandigan Bayan.
To the Committee on Rules. To the Committee on Justice.
Letter dated July 24 of Nestor A. Espinilla, Jr., Governor BSP.
To the Committee on Ways and Means.
Letter dated July 24 of Attorney Glenn A. Pangapalan, General Manager, Philippine Fisheries Development Authority.
To the Committee on Aquaculture and Fisheries Resources.
Letter dated July 25 of Isabel A. Agito, Commissioner OIC, COA.
To the Committee on Appropriations.
Letter dated July 26 of Ivana G. De La Peña, First Vice President and Head, Regulatory Management, Meralco.
To the Committee on Energy.
Letter dated July 27 of Glenn N. Marcaida, State Auditor, COA.
To the Committee on Appropriations.
Letter dated July 28 of Lourdes T. Pedros, State Auditor, COA.
To the Committee on Appropriations.
Letter dated August 2 of Maria Sheila A. Ramos, State Auditor, COA.
To the Committee on Appropriations.
Letters dated 14 August of Roger Edino, Deputy Director, BSP.
To the Committee on Banks and Financial Intermediaries.
Committee report number 360 on House Bill number 6221.
To the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, before we proceed, let us acknowledge the guests of the Honorable Leopoldo Batawil, is the champion of our veterans. They are as follows: from the Philippine Veterans Affairs Office, headed by Lieutenant General Ernesto Carolina. We have the Veterans Federation of the Philippines, headed by President Colonel Bonifacio de Gracia. We have Defenders of Bataan and Corregidor, headed by Attorney Rafael Evangelista. We have Philippine Veterans Legion, headed by Captain Marlon Dantes. We have the Campilan Peacekeepers Association Incorporated, headed by Lieutenant General Raul S. Urgelio, and the members of the Filipino Disabled Veterans Association, headed by Commander Ricardo Madayag, and other veterans of World War II, and also former AFP Chief of Staff General Victor Ibrado, and Rear Admiral Ramon Punzalan, Admiral Alex Pama, and General Magtanggol Gatdula. Also, still the guests of the distinguished Honorable Batawil, we have the members of League of Municipalities of Pangasinan chapter, headed by its President Mayor Silverio Alarcio Jr. We have Mayor Aldrin Cerdan, Mayor Heidi Chua, Mayor Manolito de Leon, Mayor Joseph Arman Bauzon, Mayor Eric Versosa, and Mayor Gerald Glenn Tambawan.
To the guest of Congressman Leopoldo Batawil, please rise to be acknowledged.
Madam Speaker,
Welcome to the House of Representatives.
we would also like to include in the same list Mayor Rebecca Saldivar, Mayor Carlito Zaplan, and Mayor Tyrone Agabas.
To the veterans and the mayors, welcome again to the House of Representatives. Majority
We
Leader.
have also the guests of the gentleman from Agri Party List, the Honorable Congressman Orestes Salon. They are from the Bethany Covenant Alive Ministry of Toronto, Ms. Naida Alarde and Mr. Bernardo Glangroso.
To the guest of Congressman Salo, welcome to the House of Representatives.
Also, Madam Speaker, Salon.
Congressman Salon.
Yes, Salon. And we have the guests of the Honorable Kaka Bagao, together with Honorable Sol Aragones, Jerry Ruman, and M. Aglipay Villar. They are the following organizations: Babaylanes, Lagablab, UP Babaylan, Galang, Lesbian for Right LFR, Lesbians Organization Against Violence and Inequality, Lesbian Alliance Movement, Lesbian Organization for Unity and Diversity, Ganda Filipinas, TLF Share, PUP Kasarianlan, Cebu United Rainbow LGBT Sector, HIV and AIDS Awareness Campaign Group, Metro Manila Pride, and Rainbow Rights.
To the guest of Congresswoman Bagao, Villar, and Congressman Aragones, welcome to the House of Representatives.
We also have here the guests of the lady from the Lone District of San Jose del Monte, Bulacan, the Honorable Florida Rida Robes. They are a delegation from San Jose del Monte, Bulacan for the Lakbay Aral Program of the Honorable Florida Rida Robes.
To the guest of Congresswoman Robes, welcome to the House of Representatives.
Madam Speaker, with leave of the House, I move that we take up unfinished business.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we continue with our consideration of House Bill number 4980 in Committee Report 101 of the Committee on Women and Gender Equality. And for this, Madam Speaker, please direct our Secretary General to read the title of the measure.
The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill.
House Bill number 4982, an act prohibiting discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation or gender identity or expression, and providing penalties therefore.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, the parliamentary status of this measure is that we are in the period of sponsorship and debate. And to resume with the interpellation, first, I move that we recognize the Vice Chairman of the Committee on Women and Gender Equality, the Honorable Sol Aragones.
Honorable Sol Aragones is recognized.
First, to interpellate, Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the gentleman from Akbayan, the Honorable Tom Villarin.
Honorable Tom Villarin is recognized. Please proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. With a good sponsor, distinguished lady, Congresswoman Sol Aragones, yield to some interpellation.
Yes, Madam Chair, I am willing to answer the questions of the gentleman from Akbayan Party List.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you, good sponsor. Well, it is clear, Madam Speaker, that the bill aims to protect the rights of all LGBT, QIA, queer, intersex, and the asexual, because that's the much broader, much broader context why we have this anti-discrimination bill, not just the LGBT, but the QIA groups of individuals. Will the sponsor be kind to elucidate on certain provisions in the bill that would specifically protect the LGBTQIA Q+ children experiencing any and all forms of gender-based abuse and violence, given that the family is assumed to be primarily responsible for children and not the state?
Madam Speaker, I am happy to inform the gentleman from the Akbayan Party List that we have a new provision in the bill, one that has not been included in the past versions of the measure. In our committee hearing, through the leadership of then Chairperson Emeline Aglipay Villar, and through the intervention of Congresswoman Ria Vergara, we have included among the discriminatory practices in Section 4 is specifically preventing a child under parental authority, custody, or guardianship from exhibiting or expressing one's sexual orientation or gender identity, or manifesting rejection of such child's sexual orientation or gender identity or expression by inflicting or threatening to inflict bodily or physical harm against the child, or by causing mental or emotional suffering of the child through intimidation, harassment, public ridicule or humiliation, repeated verbal abuse, or other similar means, or in general, commit any act or omission prejudicial to the welfare or interest of the child as a result of the bias against the sexual orientation or gender identity of the child. My distinguished colleague and Madam Chair, alam niyo ho, mahirap pumasok ang Estado sa usapin ng pag-aksyon tungkol sa pamilya. Pero isang bagay ang malinaw dito, anumang anyo, anong klase o uri ng pananakit sa isang bata o kabataan ay isang form ng diskriminasyon na dapat makialam ang Estado.
Maraming salamat po for that elucidation, good sponsor, Madam Speaker. And I think that goes in line with the principle of the quote-unquote the best interest of the child as enshrined in the Convention on the Rights of the Child, which makes it clear that all children be protected from harm. And while it is not always understood how pervasive stigma causes harm, existing researches made it clear that it does, Madam Speaker. More troubling also is the ubiquity in life. As one study puts it, most respondents among the children had experienced some form of victimization with no social environment being free from the risk of such harm. That being said, Madam Speaker, your good sponsor, I think this bill would put to rest the arguments also even by the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines, who wrote in 2015 that discrimination is contrary to the gospel spirit. So in that context, Madam Speaker, your good sponsor, I think this provision that we put and put in the bill would in a way address this ubiquity in the life of our children. Now, on another issue, I think this august body, Madam Speaker, your good sponsor, should also know, after we pass this bill, how do we ensure that the proper and effective implementation of the law will be addressed, And it's also good as this forum, as this chamber should also know that what would be the mechanisms to monitor whether the implementing agencies are performing what is expected of them and in accordance with law. So perhaps the good sponsor can inform and elucidate the members of this august chamber how we will proceed after we would implement, we would pass this important critical piece of legislation.
Madam Speaker, this bill, when enacted to law, shall create a SOGIE Oversight Committee under Congress, composed of 5 members each from both houses, including the chairpersons of the Senate Committee on Women, Children, Family Relations, and Gender Equality, and the Senate Committee on Justice and Human Rights, as well as the chairpersons of the House Committee on Women and Gender Equality and the House Committee on Human Rights. Members shall be appointed by the Speaker and the Senate President, with at least 1 member representing the minority of both houses. The SOGIE Equality Oversight Committee shall monitor the compliance of public institutions to the provisions of this Act. Within 3 years after the enactment of this Act, the Oversight Committee shall conduct an audit of national and local policies that discriminate on the basis of sexual orientation or gender identity and expression, and shall submit a report to Congress, the Office of the President, and the Supreme Court on this subject.
So thank you for that elucidation again, Madam Sponsor, Madam Speaker. Again, on the issue of complying with our obligations on regional as well as international treaties, I've stated earlier that the Convention of the Rights of the Child, of which we are a signatory, would in a way strengthen the basis for this legislation. Likewise, at the regional level, Madam Speaker, your good sponsor, we have this document. It's from the ASEAN Regional Plan of Action on the Elimination of Violence Against Children. Under this ASEAN document, if we would be passing this critical piece of legislation, I think this would be first, no? Meaning the Philippines would be first, no? In terms of coming up, no, with legislation that would protect violence against children, especially with regards to the LGBTQ plus sector. So we hope that, again, with this piece of legislation, we would contribute within the region our thoughts, no, on how to proceed with a regional plan of action in the near future. Now, Madam Speaker, good sponsor, this is in a way a friendly interpellation, and I would just like to make a manifestation if the good sponsor so allows. Well, Madam Speaker, Akbayan has been at the forefront of the struggle to pass this anti-discrimination bill, which is now known as a SOGIE Equality Bill, since our first term in the 11th Congress. Through Congresswoman Eta Rosales then, we filed the first version of the anti-discrimination bill, which was eventually approved on third and final reading on the 12th Congress. But since this bill has been in Akbayan's legislative agenda, so I take this opportunity to manifest my unwavering support for this very important measure. As a parent, as a father to two children who are both very supportive of this measure, it is also personal and important to me as a legislator that we do have this kind of measure. Because for far too long, bigotry has persisted in our society. For far too long, the LGBTQ plus Filipinos have experienced bullying and abuse from people whose eyes are closed to the simple reality that everyone is equal. Our LGBT citizens deserve a chance to be treated with respect and dignity. What we have with us right now in this August chamber is a bill that seeks to guarantee this. Madam Speaker, the debate has long been over. With the deaths of people like Jennifer Laude, the abuse experienced by our workers, students, sons, daughters, brothers, sisters, friends, the arguments against the SOGIE Equality Bill has long been answered. Ipasa na po natin ito, ang panukalang batas. Mabuhay ho ang ating mga equality champs. Mabuhay ang pagkakapantay-pantay. Mabuhay ang mga LGBTQ+. Mabuhay ang sambayanang Pilipino. Magandang hapon, and with that, Madam Speaker, your good sponsor, I would like to close my interpellation. And again, I fully support this measure, and we hope that this August chamber will do the same. Thank you and good afternoon.
Maraming salamat din po, Congresswoman Tom Villarin. At makakaasa po kayo na tayo, ang mga equality champs dito, ay titiyakin din na may sapat na pondo na itututok sa bawat ahensya na tututok sa maayos na implementasyon sakaling ito'y maisabatas. Maraming salamat po, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Madam
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the gentleman from Buhay to interpellate, the Honorable Lito Atienza.
The Honorable Lito Atienza is recognized. Honorable Atienza is recognized. You may proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. With the graciousness of the principal sponsor, we have to clarify more issues about this particular measure. So,
Madam Speaker, this humble representation would gladly answer questions and queries and points of clarification from my esteemed colleague from the Buhay Party List.
Congresswoman Roman, as co-sponsor of the bill, will be answering your interpellation, Honorable Atienza.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. At the outset, lininawin na po nating mabuti yung ating napag-usapan na, but I'd like to put that on record so that it will be part of all of these proceedings which are related to the passage or approval of this particular measure. You stated before in the committee that this does not include same-sex marriage. Would you still agree with that now that we are formally discussing it on the floor?
Madam Speaker, I would like to reiterate the fact that this measure has nothing to do with same-sex marriage.
It does not include.
It does not include and is not related to, or nor does it refer to, same-sex marriage.
It has nothing to do with the issue of a woman given the right to marry another woman or a man to marry another man.
Madam Speaker, it does not have anything to do with this, nor does it provide for such an instance or circumstance.
So we will concentrate, therefore, on the prevention of discrimination or discriminatory act on anyone, whatever sexuality, gender, orientation that he or she has.
Madam Speaker, the gentleman is correct.
On that issue of preventing discrimination, I am with you 100%. Dahil hindi po talaga dapat hinahayaan na magkaroon ng discriminatory allowance ang sino man para pakialaman ang gender orientation ni naman. Hayaan natin sila for whatever they would want as long as they do not impose also on the other side of the fence, because there are those who may be offended by our intention. Kaya lilinawin ko lang po yung mga isyong yun na nakasali po dito sa inyong panukalang batas.
Madam Speaker, I would just like to commend my colleague from the Buhay Party List for recognizing the need to protect our brothers and sisters in the LGBT community from discrimination, very much in line with the Christian imperative of non-discrimination as stated in the 2015 pastoral letter of the CBCP. It said clearly that non-discrimination is a Christian imperative, and I cannot expect less from my esteemed colleague being an example and a role model of Christian morality.
I'm sure the lady member of Congress would also agree that we wouldn't want to transgress on the rights of the other sectors who may not belong to our sector.
Agree more with my esteemed colleague. As I said, recognizing our rights and will in no way diminish the rights of others.
Then how would the lady member of Congress and the co-sponsors of the measure explain that provision that no one should be refused enrollment in any institution of learning or institution for that matter because of gender orientation? Di po ba kasali yun?
Yes, Madam Speaker. Refusal of admission of any student on the basis of that child's sexual orientation and gender identity expression is considered discriminatory under this measure. And I would explain to my colleague this provision this way. A child's right to study is something that we all recognize, and a child's ability to perform in school has nothing to do actually with that child's sexual orientation and gender identity. Hence, to base the admission of a child in a school on the basis of his sexual or her sexual orientation, gender identity expression is not only unconstitutional, it is, I would say, absurd, unfair. So this is the reason why we have indicated that it is very important to recognize a child's right to study and that we should overlook a child's sexual orientation and gender identity expression when it comes to the admission of a student in an institution, in a school.
You would agree, Madam Speaker, that there are institutions which are exclusively for one gender. Tama po ba yun?
That is right, Madam Speaker. There are exclusive schools that only admit all boys and or all girls.
In other words, this measure will not force any institution to accept those whom they cannot accept.
Madam Speaker, it will not. Schools will be allowed to formulate their policies or to continue with their existing policies with regard to the admission of students. We are talking about...
1 minute break, Madam Speaker. Lilipat lang ako. Hindi malinaw yung naririnig ko eh. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Opo, yung tanong ko ay, would you agree that there are institutions exclusively for women and there are institutions exclusively for men? And you cannot interchange the two.
I agree, Madam Speaker. Even this humble representation is a product of an all-boys school, that being the Ateneo.
I'm not even talking about comfort rooms yet.
No.
I'm talking about institutions of
yes.
learning and religious institutions for that matter. Merong kumbento para sa mga babae and they will refuse the entry of a male. Yan po hindi mababago yan. And there are seminaries for men who would like to be priests, trained in priesthood. Hindi po mababago yan kailanman. At tatanggapin lang nila mga lalaki yung gusto magpare, hindi yung babaeng gusto magpare. Di po ba?
Madam Speaker, that is very understandable. This bill and measure will not force convents, all female convents, to admit males or all male seminaries to admit females. It is not even dealt with in this measure.
Am I to understand that the lady sponsor is saying the examples that I mentioned, convent for women, seminaries for men, schools exclusively for men and or for women, will not be forced by this law if ever we pass it. In other words, they will be free to exercise their mandate and their rights under the Constitution. Hindi natin sila pakikialaman. Tama po ba yun?
Yes, Madam Speaker. The gentleman is correct.
Now, on the issue that you mentioned earlier, we'll open it up now. Sa ibang bansa, ang naging issue ay yung paggigiit ng mga miyembro ng LGBT community to be given the right to choose whatever restroom that they would like to enter. Like sa Bangkok, marami pong problemang nangyari na nagkagulo-gulo sila sapagkat yung mga lalaki, nasabi nila, kami babae. Gusto namin gumamit ng ladies' room. Ayaw pumayag ng management. Nagkaroon silang malalaking gusot. Kaya they are reconsidering the measure. And hinahabol nila ngayon ng amendments. Ito bang inyong measure ngayon nakikinikinita ninyo na ang mga restroom ay bubuksan natin para sa gamit ng sinumang merong damdamin na pansarili, babae ko eh. Gusto ko ladies room. Sabi naman ng lalaki, sabi naman ng isang babae, abay ako'y lalaki. Yun ang damdamin ko. Yun ang pagkakilala sa akin. Kaya gusto ko men's room ang gagamitin ko. Hindi po ba kasali yun dito o gusto niyo liwanagin natin yan para wala po tayong gusot?
Madam Speaker, the bill does not cover the use, nor does it regulate the use of comfort rooms or toilets.
In other words, what you're saying, Madam Speaker, this bill will always respect the sensitivity or sensitivities of the majority of our people. Because we must admit, we are protecting the rights of a supposedly minority so that they will not be discriminated upon. I am with you on that. We want to also impose on the majority of our desire to be recognized as such. Eh kung gusto ko pong makilala akong babae, pipilitin kong gumamit ng palikurang bayan ng babae. This bill will not protect you. Yun po ba sinasabi nyo?
Madam Speaker, the gentleman is correct. What I'm saying is that this bill does not cover nor regulate the use of comfort rooms. Nevertheless, I would like to point out one thing. The example that my colleague is citing about people who feel that they are women or they feel that they are men and they want to use the comfort rooms of the gender that I identify with is also applicable to me. I have been entering the ladies' comfort room for the longest time, ever since I joined Congress. And to my knowledge, my colleagues have accepted that as a normal thing. I think that the gentleman himself would feel weird if I entered the men's comfort room. But let me go back to my explanation. I want to assure the gentleman that this bill does not regulate the use of comfort rooms.
Madam Speaker, ito pong aking mga inilalahad ay hindi po ito katang-isip. Ito po yung mga kaso sa Amerika, sa Europa, sa Asia, na kung saan meron ng batas na itinutulak ngayon natin dito sa ating Kongreso. In other words, let's learn from that experience. And let's be very sensitive and careful about it para hindi naman tayo malagay sa alangan. Sa totoo lang, huli na itong batas na ito eh. Marami ng bansa ang meron ito. Noong unang-unang ito'y nilikha, halos kinopya lamang yung mga batas sa ibang bansa eh. Now where there was a provision on same-sex marriage. But now, we are very happy and we take note of the acceptance of the lady sponsor, principal sponsor, that should not be insisted upon or insisted on. Because it doesn't really go with the grain of Philippine values and existing laws. So I will keep on repeating for the record, this does not involve same-sex marriage, number one. Number two, this law will not force institutions of learning, training, religious, academic, to violate their own convention and set of policies and historical direction by insisting that from now on, because the law has been passed, you, exclusively women's institution, must now accept male enrollees. At sinabi po ninyo, hindi po yan ang intensyon. So, pipilitin natin suriin ang inyong panukala, word for word, para pagdating natin sa period of amendment, mailagay po natin lahat yan. For the protection of your good intentions and not subjected to abuse by some who may misunderstand your good intentions. Yun lamang simpleng batas na ginawa natin, mawala yung distraction sa pagmamaneho, ay hindi naintindihan ng nagpatupad, ay sinama na lahat. Pati yung mga maliliit na mga estampita, rosaryo, bawal. Ngayon, sa batas natin, sa paninigarilyo, maraming mga nagwawala na sa implementation. So malinaw po ito sa ating pinag-uusapan, and this discussion will be helpful in the court cases that will be filed eventually. Eventually, cases will arise, issues will happen, violence may even erupt, we hope not, but in the misunderstanding and misappreciation of the good intentions of the lady, it could happen that cases in court will be litigated and will be held by the complainants and the defendants, and the proceedings that we are now holding will guide the good judges that will be hearing this. Lahat itong ating pinag-uusapan will be forming part of our deliberations on our intentions on the law and not the interpretations of others later on. Sana po yun ang inyong pagtanggap dito sa kahalagahan ng ating itinatanong at yung inyong isinasagot.
Madam Speaker, I recognize and appreciate the concern of my colleague regarding the possible abuse of this law. But I want to assure you that the law by itself is, the bill by itself is very clear, and that, you know, to actually go beyond what is actually stated here, although it is a natural tendency and with a very clear intention of protecting our citizens, I am sure that is also addressed, and the law itself is very clear. The clarity of the law itself is a safeguard that it will not be abused. And then in case there should be abuse, as in the case of any other measure that we promulgate here in the House, there are also other laws that will also protect the victims of such scenarios that you have just cited.
Ulitin ko lamang po, without being repetitious, that the intention of this proposed law is to prevent discriminatory practices anywhere against members of the LGBT community so that they may not be deprived of their rights as citizens of the land. It is not meant to impose on the greater majority of our people who will also, who may react in their own levels on the provisions of this law. In this regard, we will get now the latest copy of your proposal, and we will also scrutinize it line by line, word for word, so that at the period of amendments, we will suggest certain words, certain phrases in the different provisions to make sure that we are not misinterpreted. You in particular, we in general, that this Congress has been remiss in its duty to protect the rights of everyone and not just one sector. Meron din pong karapatan ang karamihan na who may not agree with our good intentions. Ang kanilang magiging reaction ay kabaligtaran sa ating magandang hinahangad. Sasabihin nila, ayaw namin yan, kailangan ipaliwanag natin. At yung mga possible controversial provisions ay aking inilahad para po magkaroon ng kasagutan. At ako po naman ay naliligayan sa inyong mga sagot sapagkat yun ay mga garantiya na hindi naman natin lalabagin ang karapatan ng iba. Because we would want to protect everyone from discrimination, we wouldn't want to impose also on the rights of the others and the greater majority.
Madam Speaker, as I said before, recognizing our rights will in no way infringe the rights of others. Nevertheless, if the gentleman pleases, we may go through the provisions or the controversial ones that he would like me to clarify. Madam Speaker, I'll be willing to go through those provisions.
So we would like to already request the lady that if we would propose amendments to your proposed law, we would be considered and accommodated.
Madam Speaker, any measure in this House is a work in progress. The more inputs we have, the better. This is my humble opinion.
Maraming salamat po, Madam Speaker. With those assurances from the lady sponsor, we temporarily rest our case and we will review and give the whole provisions of this law a second look so that we may participate in the period of amendment. Salamat po.
Thank you. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, there being no other members of the House who wish to interpellate, I move that we close the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of committee amendments. I so move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Being there, because you have no committee amendments, Madam Speaker, I move that we close the period of committee amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of individual amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, can I make a proposed amendment at this point? Madam Speaker,
Majority Leader.
Okay. Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Kaka Bagao for an individual amendment.
Honorable Kaka Bagao is recognized.
Madam Speaker, I would like to propose the following individual amendments. On page 4, Section 4A, line 17, delete the word commit after the word serious and the phrase including military service. I so move, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, may we know if this is acceptable to the sponsor?
Madam Speaker, I accept.
With that, Madam Speaker, I move that we approve the individual amendment proposed and stated by the Honorable Kaka Bagao,
Is there any
subject
objection?
to style and to the submission of the written text to the Secretariat for guidance, Madam Speaker. I so move.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The individual amendment is approved subject to styling.
Madam Speaker, we would like to propose an amendment on page 7, section 4, paragraph L, line 7, after the word speech, insert a comma and the phrase except religious speech. I so move, Madam Speaker.
Is the proponent amenable to such amendment?
Yes, Madam Speaker.
With that, Madam Speaker, I move that we approve the amendment as proposed and stated by the Honorable Kaka Bagao, subject to style.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The individual amendment is approved subject to styling.
Madam Speaker, we would like to propose another amendment on page 9 between lines 5 and 6. Insert the following paragraph, which shall state, if the violation of or offense is committed by a corporation, comma, partnership, comma, association, or other juridical entities, comma, the penalty provided for in this decree in this section shall be imposed upon the directors, officers, employees, or other officials or persons therein responsible for the offense without prejudice to the civil liabilities arising from the criminal offense. We so move, Madam Speaker.
Is the proponent amenable to such amendment?
Yes, Madam Speaker.
With that, Madam Speaker, I move that we approve the amendment proposed by the Honorable Kaka Bagao, subject to style.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The individual amendment proposed by Kaka Bagao is approved subject to styling.
And lastly, Madam Speaker, we would like to propose an amendment on page 10, sections 5, line 4, section 9, line 4, delete the phrase gender rights and in lieu thereof, put the following phrase, which shall read as LGBTQ++.
Is the proponent amenable to such amendment?
Yes, Madam Speaker.
With that, Madam Speaker, I move that we approve the proposed amendment of the Honorable Kaka Abagaw, subject to style.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Mark Go for individual amendments.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Go is recognized.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Based on the presentation of Congressman Atienza, and it was answered by our sponsor, that if you look at Section 4, discriminatory acts, under Article 8, it says here, denying a person access to or the use of establishments, facilities, utilities, or services, including housing open to the general public on the basis of sexual orientation or general identity expression. It was stated earlier, based on the answer, that it's not discriminatory when you allow or do not allow people to go to a men comfort room or a women comfort room. So if that is the case, I would like to propose that we delete this paragraph 8 of section 4 as one of these discriminatory acts.
Madam Speaker.
Yes.
If the gentleman is concerned precisely with the use of comfort rooms, that is one issue. But to totally remove this very important provision is unacceptable to the community. Let me remind my colleagues that there have been many, many cases of people like me who just want to enter a bar, to have a couple of drinks and just to relax. And we are denied entry because they consider us as aberrations or that we do not follow a dress code, supposedly. A dress code that is based on our sexual orientation and gender identity expression. Can you imagine, Madam Speaker, should I decide to go to, I don't know, one of these famous bars? I am not familiar anymore because I don't go out almost. I seldom go out, actually. If I were to be denied entry, would not my colleague feel bad for me that I am not allowed entry to this establishment simply because I am who I am? That is discrimination. And
Madam
if we
Speaker,
remove this provision, then we are going against the very essence of this measure.
so, Madam Speaker, where will that answer fall into this provision? Can we have a separate provision where we stipulate what was answered by our sponsor of this bill?
Please state again your amendment.
The proposed amendment here is we will include that it's not discriminatory to disallow based on gender or gender orientation if what is identified in the, let's say, the room is identified as male or female. That was the answer that I got earlier during the interpellation. So if we want to document that, it should be stipulated clearly in this particular bill, that it's not discriminatory, because this one is encompassing statement that it's discriminatory when you deny the access to or the use of establishment, facilities, or utilities. Probably we need to put an exemption to this.
What is your take, Majority Leader?
Madam Speaker, the first amendment proposed by the gentleman, I understand, is the deletion of subparagraph H of section 4, which is not acceptable to the sponsor. May we know from the gentleman if he is proposing another amendment?
Yes, basically, if that is the provision that our sponsor is saying, we can put there a certain exemption to this. And the exemption is what was earlier stated, that it's not discriminatory when you disallow anybody to go to a, let's say, a male or a female comfort room.
With that, Madam Speaker, I think we need a clearer statement of the proposed amendment, of how exactly we shall make the amendment and where to insert. And with that, I move for a brief suspension.
Yeah, session suspended.
Oo, yung... siya yung mag-submit ng wording. Ano po yung proposal?
Sali ako ah.
Hindi po, lahat po ng klase.
Session is resumed.
Madam Speaker, I move that we suspend consideration of House Bill number 4982.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we continue with our consideration of House Bill number 5784 in Committee Report 273 of the Committee on Health. And for this, please direct our Secretariat to read the title of the measure.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill.
House Bill number 5784, an act providing universal health care for all Filipinos and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose the Public Act number 7875 as amended, otherwise known as the National Health Insurance Act of 1995.
Madam Speaker,
Majority Leader.
the parliamentary status is that we are in the period of sponsorship and debate. And before we proceed, I move that we recognize the Honorable Harry Roque for the sponsorship. and to answer
Honorable
questions.
Harry Roque is recognized for the sponsorship.
Madam Speaker, Majority Floor Leader, before we proceed, may I manifest that Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez, Majority Floor Leader Rodolfo Fariñas, Appropriations Chair Carlo Nograles, as well as Congressman Manuel Lopez as additional co-authors for this bill.
Madam Speaker, first to interpellate is the Honorable Caloy Zarate from Bayan Muna. I move that the gentleman be recognized.
Honorable Caloy Zarate is recognized.
Maraming salamat, Madam Speaker. Mari po bang tumanggap ng ilang mga katanungan ang ating kagalang-galang na sponsor, Madam Speaker?
Karangalan ko po, Madam Speaker, lalong-lalo na galing sa aking kaibigan, kay Congressman Zarate ng Bayan Muna.
Please proceed.
Maraming salamat, Madam Speaker. Magandang hapon ho sa ating lahat. Madam Speaker, itong kinatawang ito ay naging co-sponsor. But napilitan ho tayong mag-withdraw sa ating co-sponsorship pagkatapos mabasa natin ang pinal na bersyon ng panukalang batas na natagurian na ngayong House Bill number 5784 sa maraming kadahilanan. Unang-una, sa tingin natin, Madam Speaker, ginoong sponsor, malayong-malayo ito. In fact, kabaliktaran ito sa panawagan ng health sector, na free health services for the people in a unified public health care system nationwide that is state-funded from the taxes of our people. Sa atin pong pagbusisi sa panukalang batas, nakita ho natin na labag ito sa karapatan ng kalusugan dahil may mga kondisyones para ma-access pati na ang pinakabatayang serbisyong pangkalusugan sa Antas Barangay. Pangalawa, pinapalala ang komersyalisasyon ng serbisyong pangkalusugan dahil essentially may bayad na lahat. Pangatlo, tinatalikuran ng Estado o ng gobyerno ang papel sa pagtitiyak ng right to health at ipinapasa ito doon sa may kakayanan o sa pamamagitan lamang ng pag-subsidize sa walang kakayanan magbayad. Pang-apat, Madam Speaker, maaring magre-resulta sa lalong inaccessibility ng health services at exclusion ng maraming di makakapasok sa sponsored or non-contributory na kabahagi nito. At panglima, hindi nire-resolba ang ugat ng napakalalang sitwasyon ng pangkalusugan. Sa kadahilanan ito, Madam Speaker, sisimulan ko na ang interpellation ko at bakit tayo ay tumututol sa saligang batas, sa panukalang batas na ito. Unang-unang katanungan na ginoong sponsor, Madam Speaker, masasabi ba ng sponsor na ang House Bill number 5784 ay nagtataguyod talaga, makatotohanan, ng karapatan sa kalusugan ng mamamayan gaya ng isinasaad sa ating konstitusyon, lalong-lalo na sa Article 2, Declaration of Principles, specifically Section 15, the state shall protect and promote the right to health of the people and instill health consciousness among them. Also, Article 13, Social Justice and Human Rights, Section 11, the state shall adopt an integrated and comprehensive approach to health development which shall endeavor to make essential goods, health, and other social services available to all the people at affordable cost. And there shall be priority for the needs of the underprivileged, sick, elderly, disabled, women, and children. The state shall endeavor to provide free medical care to paupers. Again, ang katanungan ko po, Madam Speaker, ginoong sponsor, masasabi ba ninyo na ang House Bill number 5784 ay nagtataguyod sa karapatan sa kalusugan ng mamamayan gaya ng isinasaad ng ating saligang batas?
Madam Speaker, ang kasagutan ko po ay opo. Bagamat ang kasagutan ko ay opo, nais ko munang kilalanin na siguro po hindi ito yung ideal na panukalang batas na talagang magbibigay buhay doon sa karapatan na magkaroon ng mabuting kalusugan dahil sa isang bansa po na napakadaming salapi sa kanyang kaban, dapat po talaga libre lahat at dapat po talaga lahat ng pag-aari ng gobyerno. Ang problema nga lang po, kung ganyan ang ating nais na mangyari sa ating bayan, ang kinakailangang budget para dyan po ay 1 trilyon. Ang ating budget po ngayon ay 3.8 lamang, yung proposed budget po for 2018. Pero, ang ginawa po ng mga autor naman itong bill nito, at sana po pagkatapos ng aking pagsasagot sa mga katanungan ni Congressman Zarate, ay siya'y papayag na muling maging co-author, ay tayo naman po ay tumingin sa mga eksperyensya ng ating mga karatig bansa gaya ng Thailand. Now, ano po ang naging eksperyensya ng Thailand? Ang ginawa po nila, ginawa nilang centralize yung pagbibili ng mga pangangailangan at sinigurado nila na merong isang entity na bibili ng mga pangangailangang kalusugan ng taong bayan. Ang pambayad ng mga pangangailangan ng mga taong bayan nanggagaling din sa pondo na unang-una galing sa miyembro ng isang insurance system. Sa atin po ngayon, yan ay PhilHealth. At dito sa panukalang batas po nito, hindi po limitado sa PhilHealth lamang yung mga nagvo-voluntary contributions ngayon sa PhilHealth. Kasama na po dyan yung babayarang coverage para po sa kapalit na entity ng PhilHealth. Ang tawag po ay Philippine Health Security Corporation. At ang mangyayari po, lahat po ng Pilipino, dahil sila ay Pilipino, ay magiging miyembro ng Philippine Health Security Corporation. Ngayon po kasi sa PhilHealth, hindi po lahat ng Pilipino member. Yun po siguro ang kinakailangan nating i-emphasize, no? Bagamat member po yung mga tinatawag nating miyembro ng National Household
targeting system, yung mga beneficiaries ng 4Ps, hindi po ibig sabihin na lahat ng mga dukha ay miyembro ng PhilHealth. Pero dito po sa panukalang batas, lahat na po ng Pilipino magiging miyembro, bagamat ang babayaran lamang ng gobyerno na premiums ay para dun sa mga hindi makabayad ng premiums. Ngayon, ano ho mangyayari sa mga benepisyo ng PhilHealth? Ngayon po, for instance, doon sa primary healthcare na tinatawag, ang libre lang po na primary healthcare ay yung mga beneficiaries nga ng 4Ps. Dito po, hindi po. Lahat ng Pilipino, dahil sila ay Pilipino, ay magiging pwede nang makakuha ng primary healthcare benefits. Pangalawa, pagdating po sa pag-uuspital, basta po ang pasyente ay pumayag sa isang ward, wala po talagang babayaran ang pasyente. Meron lang pong babayaran kung magnanais na semi-ward o kaya private room or presidential suite yung pasyente. Ang mangyayari po, magkakaroon pa nga ng taripa at magkakaroon tayo ng uniformity of classification para po depende kung ano yung room na gusto ng isang pasyente, iisa lang po ang halaga na babayaran ng Philippine Health Security Corporation at iisa po ang tinatawag na co-payment noong pasyente na ayaw mag-stay sa ward. So makikita nyo po, Ginoong Zarate, no, aking kaibigan, Congressman Zarate, na bagamat hindi po magiging pag-ari ng gobyerno ang lahat ng hospital sa bayang ito, wala na pong Pilipino na hindi po pwedeng magpa-ospital, magpa-confine dahil lahat ngayon, kung papayag sila sa ward, libreng pag-uuspital. At ngayon po, lahat po pwedeng makakuha ng primary health care benefits. Yan po ang pagnanais ng bill nito. At nais ko rin pong i-emphasize na magkakaroon tayo ng Health Technology Assessment Council na siya talagang isang kinatawan, composed ng mga experts sa kalusugan, no, na silang magde-determine kung ano pa yung mga libreng serbisyo na po pwedeng ibigay sa ating mga kababayan. So, yun po, no? Ang basics po ng ating pangangailangan sa kalusugan talaga pong maibibigay dahil po dito sa panukalang batas na ito.
Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Sponsor, Madam Speaker. Inamin na rin ng kagalang-galang na sponsor na ang batas na ito ay hindi raw ideal, no? At ito'y hindi kasagutan, hindi buong kasagutan doon sa itinatakda ng ating saligang batas. No? Katunayan, inamin na rin niya na sa panukalang batas na ito, itatali pa rin natin ang pagbibigay ng serbisyong pangkalusugan sa ating mamamayan sa pamamagitan ng financing or health insurance. No? So yung access to health ay nakatali doon sa sinasabi niyang hindi na lamang sa PhilHealth, kung hindi doon rin sa itatayo ng batas na ito, Philippine Health Security Corporation. No? In fact, ayon sa panukalang batas na ito, doon pa lang sa kanyang Declaration of Principles nga, nakalagay na yun. No? At nakalagay din sa Section 2B na kailangan compulsory coverage to require all citizens of the Philippines to enroll in the National Health Security Program. No? At sinabi rin doon sa Section 5, Universal Health Coverage, ganun din ang mensahe niya. Sa makatwid, inaamin niyo po na kailangan mag-enroll ang lahat na Pilipino para magkaka-access siya doon sa serbisyong pangkalusugan na dapat ay libreng binibigay sa kanya ng gobyerno. Ganun po ba ang ibig niyo sabihin, Madam Speaker, Ginoong Sponsor?
Madam Speaker, unang-una po, no, doon sa probisyon na ating saligang batas, hindi naman po sinabi sa saligang batas na kinakailangan ang pagtataguyod ng kalusugan talagang absolutely libre para sa lahat. No? So, ang obligasyon po ng Estado ay para sa pagtataguyod ng karapatang kalusugan ay gumawa ng mga tamang hakbang upang lahat ng mamamayan ay magkaroon ng mabuting kalusugan. Pangalawa po, tama po, kinakailangan maging miyembro ka ng Philippine Health Security Corporation. Ang pagkakaiba po, kaya nga po bubugin ng PhilHealth at maggagawa tayo ng bago na Philippine Health Security Corporation, ngayon po, yung pondo na kinakailangan para ang lahat ng Pilipino ay maging miyembro ng Philippine Health Security Corporation ay ibibigay ng gobyerno. Kaya nga po, malaki rin po ang budget na kakailanganin natin. At ang pamamaraan naman para maibigay natin ang serbisyo ng libre, lalong-lalo na doon sa mga non-contributory members na tinatawag, ito po yung mga hindi nagbayad ng premiums, no? Ay dahil nga po itong Philippine Health Security Corporation, hindi gaya ng PhilHealth ngayon, magkakaroon po siya ng monopolya sa pagbili ng mga serbisyong kalusugan, no? At siyang magtatakda ng mga taripa. Hindi naman po siya compulsory sa mga pribadong hospital, pero kung gusto ng pribadong hospital na makatanggap ng pondo galing sa gobyerno, galing sa Philippine Health Security Corporation, siyempre papayag siya doon sa taripa ng gobyerno. At ito naman po ay ang naging karanasan din ng Thailand, kung saan ngayon po talaga ang mga mahihirap wala nang binabayad. At ganyan din po ang magiging sumatotal dito sa ating panukalang batas, na yung mga dukha, yung mga hindi sakop ng 4Ps, yung mga hindi makabayad ng premium sa PhilHealth, hindi lang magkakaroon po ng coverage na gobyernong magbabayad, kung hindi, sisiguraduhin po natin, gaya po sa syudad ng Makati, no? Nakatingin po ako sa mga congressman ng Makati, no? Na pag nasa ward naman, wala silang babayaran, no? At kasama na rin po doon yung mga gamot. Hindi lang po eksperyensya ng Thailand ang tinignan natin nung binangkas natin itong panukalang batas na ito, pati po ang eksperyensya sa Makati, at kaya naman po medyo mataas talaga yung budget na kakailanganin natin dito, no? Dahil yung budget pong yun, bagamat ito'y gagamitin para sa premiums na ma-insure ang lahat, garantyado naman po na talagang yung confinement sa ward, yung primary health care, maibibigay ng walang bayan.
Maraming salamat, Ginoong Sponsor, Madam Speaker. Yun nga ho ang ating dyan ho nagmumula ang ating agam-agam at pangamba, no? Dahil naman sa ngayong usapin pa lang na ang andyan ay PhilHealth. Alam niyo naman ho ang problema sa PhilHealth, no? Taon-taon, bilyon-bilyon ang pinopondo natin sa PhilHealth. Ilang scam, ilang mga anomalya na ba ang nangyayari sa PhilHealth, no? Na yung pondo na para sana sa kapakinabangan ng maraming mahihirap na mamamayang Pilipino ay napunta lamang sa bulsa ng iilan. At ngayon, gagawa tayo uli ng isa pang parang insurance corporation, ano? Para tugunan ang hindi natutugunan daw ng PhilHealth. At even doon sa usapin ng mandatory requirement na mag-enroll sa PhilHealth. Alam niyo po, Madam Speaker, Ginoong Sponsor, ito ay isang malaking reklamo rin ng ating mga overseas Filipino workers, no, na nire-require silang mandatory na maging miyembro ng PhilHealth dahil sa labas naman ay meron na silang healthcare coverage, no. So, yun yung ilan, no, sa punto natin diyan dahil taon-taon bilyong-bilyong pondo at ngayon sinasabi niyo rin kailangan din natin ng malaking pondo na hindi lang ibibigay ngayon sa PhilHealth kundi kailangan ilagak rin natin dito sa panukalang itatayong Philippine Health Security Corporation, ano? Pero mabalik ako doon sa aking tanong, sa makatuwid, malinaw dito na para magkaroon ka ng access, no, doon sa serbisyong pangkalusugan, kailangan mong maging miyembro nitong National Health Insurance Program, no? Dahil sinasabi niyo po, compulsory na ito, no, na maging miyembro ka. Kung hindi ka ba maging miyembro nito, maaari ka pa rin makapag-access ng serbisyo sa gobyerno o sa pamahalaan. Madam Speaker, Ginoong Sponsor.
Well, Madam Speaker, ang pagkakaiba nitong Philippine Health Security Corporation sa PhilHealth, ang PhilHealth, para maging miyembro, dapat magbayad ng coverage. At siyempre, yung kakaunting kababayan natin na hindi kaya magbayad ng coverage, ngayon po, ay binabayaran ng Kongreso. No? Well, may budget ng Kongreso para bayaran yung coverage doon sa mga miyembro ng National Household Targeting System o yung 4Ps. Pero dito po sa ating panukalang batas, ang membership po dito sa Philippine Health Security Corporation ay hindi dahil ikaw ay nagbabayad. Ang membership dito ay dahil ikaw ay isang Pilipino. At kung ikaw ay walang pambayad, sagot ng gobyerno ang iyong pambayad dyan. So, I can assure you po ng intensyon, at para naman po malinaw ang intensyon ng mga bumangkas ng batas na ito, panukalang batas na ito, ay yung entitlement po sa lahat ng benepisyo, bagamat kinakailangan maging miyembro ng Philippine Health Security Corporation, ay dahil ang isang tao po ay Pilipino at hindi dahil sa kanyang kakayahan na magbayad ng premiums.
So, kaya nga ho, ibabalik ko doon, Madam Speaker, ginoong sponsor sa aking katanungan kanina, kung ikaw ba ay hindi miyembro ng National Health Insurance Program, hindi ka na ipasok rito, hindi ka na i-enroll, can you still access
ang kasagutan ko po, dayuhan lang ang hindi magiging miyembro ng Philippine Health Security Corporation. Dahil lahat po ng Pilipino ay magiging miyembro. So, siyempre po, kung dayuhan ka, bakit ka naman namin babayaran ng iyong pangangailangan sa kalusugan? Pero I can assure you po, ang text, ang intensyon ng mga bumalangkas ng panukalang batas na ito, lahat ng Pilipino, miyembro po ng Philippine Health Security Corporation, at hindi po konsiderasyon yung hindi pagbabayad ng premium. Dahil kung hindi magbayad ng premium dahil hindi kaya, gobyerno ang magbabayad ng premium.
Maraming salamat, ginoong sponsor. Nakalagay rin ho dito sa probisyon ng panukalang batas, kapag ang isang miyembro na may kakayanan initially na magbayad ng kontribusyon, pero afterwards ay hindi na siya nakapagbayad, sabi ho rito, at Section 20, Chapter 3, immediate entitlement. After the premium contribution is made, no minimum period or lag time shall be required to activate entitlement to program benefits. In the case of contributory members, failure to pay premium shall not prevent the enjoyment of program benefits, but employers and self-employed members shall be required to pay all missed contributions with at least 3% penalty compounded monthly. Ang katanungan ko po, Madam Speaker, ginoong sponsor, lalong-lalo na doon sa usapin ng mga self-employed. Sari-sari store owner is a self-employed, potentially a self-employed member. Bakit ho, pagdating dito, maraming rason bakit hindi na niya nabayaran. Bakit ho kailangang i-penalize natin? Posible hindi na niya nabayaran yung kanyang contribution, pero dito ho sa ating panukalang batas, yung membrong yon na mag-a-access sa serbisyo na hindi na nga makabayad, ay paparusahan pa natin dahil pabayarin natin siya ng 3% penalty compounded monthly.
Well, Madam Speaker, wala pong parusa dyan. Kasi miski hindi ka nagbayad o tumigil ka na magbayad, meron ka pa rin karapatan sa mga serbisyo na maibibigay sa panukalang batas na ito. Ang binasa niyong probisyon ay nagsasabi lamang na hahabulin ka para sa premium mo dahil ikaw naman ay hindi dukha dahil ikaw may negosyo. Pero hindi naman ibig sabihin na yun na palibasa delinkwente ka sa pagbayad, hindi ka makakakuha ng libreng pang-hospital o libreng primary care dahil ang intention po at ang teksto ng ito ay nagsasabi, gaya ng binasa ninyo, hindi po hadlang ang hindi pagbayad ng contribution sa mga contributing members ng Philippine Social Health Corporation para makakuha ng benepisyo. Binibigyan lang natin ng karapatan ang korporasyon na maghabol para dun sa mga unpaid premiums dahil meron naman silang kakayahan. Hindi po gaya ng mga talaga namang dukha na hindi kayang magkaroon ng negosyo. So malinaw po yan. Miski sila ay delinquent, may serbisyo pa rin, pero kinakailangan later on magbayad ng premiums. Premiums lang naman po ang babayaran, hindi natin sinisingil yung halaga ng benepisyo na nakuha nila.
Maraming salamat, ginoong sponsor. Lilinawin lang po natin. Dahil sinasabi rito to ensure access with the least financial risk. Sinasabi kasi, Madam Speaker, ng ating sponsor na walang problema, access sa serbisyo pa rin. Kahit mahirap, kahit na, or ikaw ay nagko-contribute, bukas na bukas sa pag-access. Ang atin hong katanungan rito, anong klaseng serbisyo po ito? In the minimum at the maximum na kayang i-access ng ating mga mamamayan?
Gaya ng paulit-ulit ko po sinasabi, lahat po ng primary health needs ay maibibigay. at lahat po ng pauospital sa mga level na mga wards ay ibibigay. Wala na pong babayaran kahit ano ang Pilipino na miyembro ng programa natin. So, kaya nga po, ang tawag pa rin dito ay universal healthcare, no? Dahil bagamat hindi lahat ng mga ospital ay panggobyerno, sinisigurado naman ng gobyerno na walang mamamatay dahil lamang sa kahirapan, kahit gaano kang kahirap, kung kinakailangan mong mapa-ospital, meron kang kama na po pwedeng mahigan at walang hihingi na bayad sa iyo.
Maraming salamat po, Ginoong sponsor. Dito naman po sa Section 9, no, access to primary care entitlement. No? Ang atin hong tingin dito, pati sa pinakabatayang serbisyong pangkalusugan sa antas ng barangay, ay para hong mayroong mga kondisyones din. Ano? Dahil nakasaad dito, pwedeng ilinaw ng sponsor na sa loob ng 3 taon pa lamang, pagkatapos maisabatas itong panukalang batas na ito na magkakaroon ng primary care provider ang bawat Pilipino. Madam Speaker, Ginoong Sponsor.
Well, totoo po yun, no? Meron tayong mga panahon kung kailan natin maibibigay yung primary care entitlements, 3 taon, gaya ng sinabi nyo, lahat na ng Pilipino, libre ang primary healthcare. 2 taon ay magkakaroon po ng comprehensive outpatient benefit, no? Including outpatient drug benefit, no? At 1 taon, matapos po maisabatas ito, magkakaroon tayo ng guidelines on licensing of primary care providers. Bakit po? Budget. Yan po ang ating kasagutan dyan. Ang primary health care po na budget na kinakailangan natin ay medyo malaki po. Yung primary health care provider for every Filipino, kailangan po natin ng 85 billion. No? At yung mga ibang serbisyong ibibigay, meron ding halaga kasi hindi naman po libre yan. No? May pinanggagalingan yan, may gastos yan. So, ang sinasabi lang namin is, unti-untiin natin para nung nangyari po sa libreng tuition sa universities and colleges, napirmahan into law miski hindi pa sapat ang pondo natin dahil graduated naman yung mga benefits na ibibigay. Ganyan din po ang intensyon namin. Huwag naman isahan lang. Dahil kung isahan lamang sa pagkatapos ng 1 taon, lahat libre na, napakalaki naman po ng budget na kakailanganin. So, ang idea naman po dito, yung pondong yan naman po, i-administer din at palalakihin din. Ang nangyari nga lang, mas malaki ngayon yung pondong palalakihin para makabili ng mga serbisyo na makikinabang ang ating mga kababayan.
Maraming salamat, Ginoong Sponsor, Madam Speaker.
Pero bago nga po ako magtapos doon, no, ang idea naman po talaga, ang intensyon, pagkatapos ng 3 taon, libre na lahat ng primary health care. Hindi nga po tayo papayag na parang nangyayari ngayon, na napakaliit naman ang binibigay ng PhilHealth na benepisyo. 12 pesos lang po ngayon for every 100 pesos ang binibigay ng PhilHealth. Kaya nga, buwagin na natin yan. Gumawa tayo ng sistema na basta ikaw idukha, 100%, 100 pesos na kinakailangan mo, sagot ng sistema.
Paglilinaw lang po, kasi nabanggit ng Ginoong Sponsor, Madam Speaker, na buwagin na natin yan. Dito ba sa panukalang batas na ito, binubuwag ang PhilHealth?
Ay, opo. Nagkakaroon ng pag-amenda sa batas, binago natin ang komposisyon, binago natin yung ilang mga kapangyarihan at dahil nga sa mga anomalya, nagkaroon tayo ng mga mekanismo para maiwasan ang anomalya. Meron tayong audit system ngayon at binigyan natin ng mas maraming representante na nakaupo sa PhilHealth na nanggagaling sa mga stakeholders mismo, kasama na yung mga hindi nagbabayad ng premiums. Magkakaroon din sila ng representante. Kanina nga lang po, Madam Speaker, no? Nagkaroon kami ng public hearing sa mga anomalya ng PhilHealth. Kaya alam po natin na talagang may problema sa PhilHealth, no? Pero hindi naman po dahilan yan para maging hadlang na magkaroon tayo ng universal health care. Pwede po tayong bumuo ng completely separate entity, pero sa akin, wala nang pagkakaiba. Dahil nagkaroon na nga ng pag-aminda dito sa PhilHealth Charter, magkakaroon na ng separate juridical entity. So, in effect, dahil nga siguro sa mga hindi mabuting karanasan natin sa PhilHealth, talaga naman pong bubugin niya at magkakaroon ng bagong entity. At makikita nyo nga, pati yung mga benepisyong binibigay ng bagong korporasyon ay iba na. Hindi po patsi-patsing mga benepisyong ibibigay.
Maraming salamat, Ginoong Sponsor. Madako naman po tayo. Balikan ko yung sinabi nyo kanina na lahat na Pilipino ay magkaka-access na sa usapin ng pangkalusugan dahil yung hindi walang kakayanan na magbayad ng kontribusyon ay sasagutin ng Estado, ano? Yung mga non-contributory membership. Gusto ko pong talakayin ito dahil kung maalala ko po noong October 2016, sinabi ng NEDA na ang poverty incidence daw po ng ating bansa sa buong taon ng 2015 ay bumagsak significantly, no? To 21.6% sa populasyon ng Pilipinas. Sabi ng Philippine Statistics Authority in 2016, ang poverty threshold daw po for a family of 5 is 9,064 monthly. And so ang mahirap po is equivalent to 21.9 million Filipinos or 3.8 million poor Filipino families. No? Yun yung pagtataya nila. Para hong na-solusyonan, naibsan, no? Na puna ng mahihirap at na lumago ang kanilang kabuhayan. Pero meron din isang pag-aaral na ang ginamit ho kasi na threshold dito ng NEDA at ng PSA ay napakababa. No? Pag ang laman ng iyong bulsa bawat araw ay 56 pesos and below, doon ka lang ho makonsider na mahirap. So ibig sabihin, pag ang laman ng bulsa mo ay 57 pesos kada araw at the average, ay hindi ka makukonsider na mahirap. Kaya parang kumunti talaga ang mahirap, no? Dahil sa pagtatayang yan. Now, ang katanungan ko po hinggil dito, under this proposed bill, House Bill number 5784, ang masasabing indigents, batay sa definition ho ng panukalang batas na ito, mga ilan ho ito sa inyong tansya?
Well, sa ating definition po, no, ang magdedetermine kung sino talaga yung mga indigents, no? Well, unang-una, mali po, no? Sasagutin ko muna na yung non-contributory definition ay isang default definition. Lahat ng hindi nagko-contribute. So I would like to emphasize, Madam Speaker, that although indigency is a basis, of course, to get subsidy in terms of premium payments, definitionally, non-contributory are those simply who are not paying on their own premiums. The reason could be indigency, but the law does not inquire into the reason. The law merely says everyone will be a member. If they will not pay for the premiums, the state, the government will pay for it, except that where it can be shown that a Filipino has the ability to pay premiums, then it is without prejudice to the future corporation to be formed, without prejudice to a recourse to collect unpaid premiums. So, ganun po yung naging definition na namin, no? Iniwan na po namin yung usapin ng indigency, no? In fact, kaya nga po, ngayon po, doon sa 4Ps na tinatawag, hindi lahat ng Pilipino ay sakop ng PhilHealth dahil according to the definition of the SWD, lahat hindi mahirap. So ito po, binago na namin. Sino ang babayaran ng gobyerno ng premiums? Lahat ng hindi contributing, regardless of the reason.
Maraming salamat po. Kaya nga po, nililinaw natin at tinatanong yan, no? Dahil nga doon kung pagbabasihan natin ang definisyon kung sino ang mahirap, sino ang indigent, ay ang definisyon ng NEDA at ng Philippine Statistics Authority, ang atin hong pangamba rito ay marami na namang ma-exclude. Ano? Dahil sa tipo ng membro na nakalagay sa Section 14, malinaw naman yon. Sinabi ninyo, contributory members and non-contributory members. No? Dito ho sa non-contributory members, tama naman yon. Sinabi ninyo, ito ay yung mga indigents as identified by the SWD, senior citizens, and all others not included in the contributory group or those covered by special laws. No? Kaya nga ho natanong natin yan dahil halos dalawa sa bawat tatlong employed na mga kababayan ho natin ay non-regular employment. No? Mga agency hired ito, mga informal, at ang dami hong mga miyembro rin ng mga tinatawag nating unpaid family workers. No? meron silang maliit na pagkakitaan, nagtatrabaho sa kanilang bahay, hindi naman ho binabayaran ng sweldo. Kaya paano po itong mga informal sector na ito na hindi regular, no? Walang regular na source of income, at hindi siya ma-consider na papasok doon sa non-contributory?
Ay, wala pong ganun, Madam Speaker. Kasi definitionally, ang non-contributing, yung hindi nagbabayad ng premiums, kahit sino man sila. Now, yung issue ng indigency, papasok lang po yan kung po pwede kang habulin ng korporasyon para doon sa unpaid premiums. Pero ang serbisyo, narariyan na po. Dahil kung hikay hindi nakabayad, gobyerno mo namang panandali ang magbabayad sa iyo. Ganun po yung scheme. Bakit po ganun ang scheme? Importante po na malaki yung pondo na i-administer ng fund. Bakit po? Ng korporasyon. Kapag malaki yung pondo, malaki rin kasi po pwede kitain ng fund dahil magkakaroon sila ng board of trustees na po pwedeng mag-invest niyan sa iba't ibang mga bagay para mapalaki. So kinakailangan natin yung economies of scale para lumaki yung pondo at kinakailangan din natin ng economies of scale dahil magkakaroon siya ng monopolya pagbili ng mga serbisyo. So kinakailangan talaga malaki ang pondo at kaya nga po hindi na iniisip ng panukalang batas nito na kinakailangan manggaling sa sariling bulsa ng mamamayan yung pangbayad ng premiums. Dapat nga po lahat na talaga libre ibigay. Pero dahil wala tayong kakayahan na ganyan, ang ginawa na lang po, lahat ng premiums sagot ng gobyerno, uulitin ko po, yung issue ng indigency, yan po ipapasok lang kung po pwedeng kolektahin sa ating mamamayan ang premiums o hindi.
Yan, salamat po, Ginoong Sponsor, Madam Speaker. Natanong ho natin yan, no? Dahil halimbawa sa usapin ngayon ng social pension, no, na tinatanggap ng ating mga senior citizens. Meron ho mga problema doon, no? Dahil sa definisyon ng sino ba ang pwedeng tumanggap nito, no? Kailangan sick, disabled, and meron pang mga kondisyones, no? Kaya tinatanong po natin yan dahil halimbawa sinasabing niya nga yung usapin kung indigent ba siya o hindi ay bahala na ang DSWD dyan. No? Kailan ba natin masasabi na ang isang individual, no, na pwedeng mapasama doon sa non-contributory member ay isa siyang indigent? Kaya na-cite ko yung mga informal sectors, no, na ngayong araw may income siya, sa loob ng the rest of the week, ay wala na siyang income. No? Ano ang mangyayari sa kanila? Will they be still included or they will be excluded because hindi rin sila considered as non-contributory members?
Well, uulitin ko po, no? Sa sistema nating sa panukalang batas na ito, lahat ng hindi contributory, non-contributory. Ibig sabihin, babayaran ng gobyerno ang kanilang premiums. Ito po kasi ay kinuha natin sa karanasan ng Thailand. Kasi nga, kung ipagbabase mo yung pagbayad ng premiums doon sa issue ng indigency, talagang hindi lalaki yung pondo mo. At kung hindi ka malaking pondo, konti din kikitain mo at konti din yung purchasing power mo. No? So, kinakailangan talaga malaki ka. So, uulitin ko po, yung indigency will not determine yung membership sa corporation, will not determine kung babayaran ng subsidy or hindi. Basta hindi ka nagko-contribute, isa-subsidize ka ng gobyerno, ang indigency becomes relevant kung hahabulin ka para sa unpaid premiums o hindi. Now, yung definition ng indigency po, nasa batas naman, no? Yan po ay letter W ng section ng definition of terms at ito po ay number W, section W, ano bang section ito? Sandali.
Section 4.
Section 4, no? Ito po yung mga tao na below the poverty threshold according to NEDA. Pero yun nga po, kapag hindi ka nag-qualify as indigent, hindi naman ibig sabihin na hindi ka nagbayad ng coverage, wala ka ng benepisyo. Bayad pa rin ang iyong coverage. Meron ka pa rin benepisyo, pero kung ikaw ay above the poverty, baka habulin yung unpaid premium sa iyo. O sa isang indigent.
Salamat, Ginoong Sponsor. No? Kaya binabalik-balikan ko yan. No? Nililinaw natin yan. Dahil kayo na rin ang nagsabi na pag indigent ka, okay, non-contributory member ka. But if you are not considered as an indigent, doon ho ang punta mo sa contributory. Di ba? Di po ba? Tama po yun, Ginoong Sponsor.
Tama po,
Tama po.
Madam Speaker. At
So,
ang
for you to have an access, Madam Speaker, doon sa serbisyong pangkalusugan, dahil hindi ka naman indigent, based sa definition ng gobyerno at ng NEDA, doon ka sa contributory, kailangan mag-contribute ka. Ang ating pinangangambahan ho dito as experience, dito ho sa social pension, ang dami hong na-exclude dahil they are not considered indigents. Pero talagang hong naghihikaho sila. Ang hirap-hirap na ho nila, hindi sila nabubuhay sa 500 pensyon bawat buwan. But they cannot do otherwise dahil hindi sila napasok doon sa usapin ng definition of indigent. Ito rin ho ang mangyayari dito sa panukalang batas na ito. If you are not considered as an indigent, then your category will be contributory member. If you are not a contributory member, then ang isa hong pagkahulugan dito, you cannot have an access dahil hindi ho kayo nagbibigay ng contribution.
Madam Speaker, hindi po ganun.
Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor.
Hindi po ganun, Madam Speaker. Gaya ng sinabi ko po kanina, ginaya po natin ang karanasan ng Thailand. Sa Thailand, wala na pong usaping indigent ka or hindi para ikaw ay maka-avail ng benepisyo ng universal healthcare. Ang tanong lang, nagko-contribute ka ba o hindi? Kung hindi, babayaran ng gobyerno yan. Yung indigency is only an issue relevant to kung po pwede ba habulin yung tao sa unpaid premiums. Pero ang serbisyo, entitled ka pa rin kasi ang intensyon ng batas, at ito naman po ay nakasulat sa teksto ng batas, lahat ng Pilipino kinakailangan magkaroon ng benepisyo ng universal healthcare. Ulitin ko po uli dahil ito'y isang concern at naintindihan ko naman ang concern ninyo. Hindi po magdedetermine ng availment ng benepisyo yung issue ng indigency. Kung hindi siya contributory, babayaran na po yan ng gobyerno at ito po talaga yung unique sa experience ng Thailand. Naging successful siya kasi kinalimutan na nila yung usapin ng indigency pagdating dun sa pag-avail ng serbisyo. Relevant lang siya kung magkakaroon ng money judgment against a person dahil meron naman siyang capacity to pay. Kung hindi naman natin po gagawin yun, kung hindi natin hahabulin yung may mga capacity to pay ng kanilang mga unpaid premiums, hindi naman po magiging financially sustainable yung ating sistema. At ito nga po yung nangyayari ngayon. Ngayon po, yung mga formal sector, yung mga may kakayahang magbayad, hindi po nagbabayad ng tamang premiums, nag-underpay, or bumabayad lang sila ng premiums pag gagamitin nila ang PhilHealth. Kaya nga po, nagiging unsustainable yung fund. Kaya po tayo ngayon, kalimutan na po natin yung indigency as a requirement. Basta kung hindi nagbayad, babayaran ng gobyerno, hahabulin ka lang kung meron kang kakayahan sa premiums. Malinaw po yun. Walang kinalaman ang indigency sa availment of services and benefits. The only issue is kung may kakayahan ka magbayad ng premiums, doon ka habulin. But every Filipino, and I stress this, under this proposed universal health care law, every Filipino will be entitled to all the benefits under this act by virtue of their citizenship, not by virtue of any other factor.
Salamat po, Ginoong Sponsor. Ang pag-aagam-agam po talaga natin dyan, no? Lalo na ho yung kahit binabalik-balik ninyo, indigency is not a requirement. Kung gano'n naman po pala, bakit gaya ng aking halimbawa kanina, ordinaryong sari-sari store owner, no? At under NEDA, sasabihin ng NEDA, you are not indigent, ibig sabihin, kailangang magbigay siya ng kontribusyon. At pag hindi siya nakakapagbigay ng contribution, okay, may access pa rin siya pero hahabulin ng gobyerno at magkakaroon siya ng 3% penalty compounded. No? Ibig sabihin ho, ang darating ang panahon na itong membro ng informal sector na ito ay malilibing sa utang sa gobyerno dahil hindi na niya mabayaran yung kanyang contribution dahil wala nga siyang perang pambayad, hindi pa rin niya mabayaran yung penalty niya that compounds every month, no? Pag hindi niya nabayaran yung 3% na yon. Sa ibang usapin naman po, Madam Speaker, Ginoong Sponsor, dito ho sa panukalang batas na ito, nabanggit nyo na rin kanina, ay magtatayo ng isang Philippine Health Security Corporation, no? Na sa amin pong basa ay makapangyarihan ng korporasyong ito. Meron nga ho itong karapatan na kapangyarihan, no? Na i-deny ang claims, babaan o pwedeng taasan din ang benepisyo at kontribusyon ng mga miyembro. Ano ho ang inyong assurance na ang bagong burokrasyang ito, bagong korporasyong ito, ay hindi ho maging katulad halimbawa ng Social Security System, no? Na sa mahabang panahon, sinabi ng ating mga pensioners, bigyan nyo kami ng dagdag pensyon. At ang palaging sinasabi ng SSS, hindi pwedeng magdagdag pensyon dahil kulang ang pondo at kung kami ay magbibigay ng dagdag pensyon, mababang karote ang pensyon ng SSS. Ano ho ang ating assurance, Madam Speaker, Ginoong Sponsor, na hindi ito mangyayari sa Philippine Health Security Corporation na pinupondohan ng pera ng mamamayan, kahit sabihin nyo ngayon na wala namang contribution sa mamamayan. Hindi ho totoo yan. Lahat ho ng mga Pilipino ay mag-aambag-ambagan dito, no? Dahil lahat naman po ay nagbabayad ng buwis. Kahit na sabihin yung indigent, sa bawat pagsakay ng public transportation, sa bawat pagbili ng mga bilihin, ang indigent na yan ay may binabayarang buwis. Kaya lahat tayo ay nag-aambag-ambagan dito. Kaya ang ating pangamba at ating agam-agam, itong itatayong korporasyon na ito na napakamakapangyarihan, ay baka matulad na rin, no, ng ibang korporasyon gaya ng SSS. Madam Speaker, Ginoong Sponsor.
Madam Speaker, dalawang bagay po. No? Unang-una, itong korporasyon na ito, hindi gaya ng SSS, ang benepisyo niya hindi dependent dun sa voluntary contribution ng mga members. Kasi ang scheme na ginawa natin, lahat ng Pilipino member. Kung hindi kaya magbayad ng premium, tayo magbabayad ng premium. So malaking pagkakaiba po yun. Kasi kung ang benepisyo mo ay depende lamang sa nakukolekta mong voluntary contributions, natural, konti lang po ang benepisyong maibibigay mo. Pero ang pangalawang punto po dyan, hindi naman nawawalan ng kapangyarihan ng DOH, ang mga local government units, maski nandyan na yung korporasyon na yan. Yung pulisiya po, pagdating sa kalusugan, DOH pa rin po ang magtatalaga niyan. Ang korporasyon ay tagabili lamang ng mga serbisyo, no? With economies of scale na tinatawag. No? Kaya nga, take it or leave it para dun sa mga pribadong mga pagamutan. No? Kung ayaw mo makatanggap ng pera sa gobyerno, edi wag. Pero kung gusto mong tumanggap, tanggapin mo yung mga presyo na nais gamitin ng gobyerno pagbili ng mga serbisyo sa mga pangpribadong mga ospital. So pangatlo po, yung entitlement ng ating mga kababayan, hindi rin po manggagaling yan sa korporasyon. Talagang ang trabaho ng korporasyon lamang tagakalap ng contributions either galing sa mga members o galing sa gobyerno, tagabili ng serbisyo. Yung determination ko anong ibibigay sa ating mamamayan, iba pa pong magdedesisyon dyan. Hindi po yan korporasyon. Ito po yung yung Health Technical Assessment Council. Ito po yung mga taong mga dalubhasa din sa ating larangan ng healthcare at sila po ang magdedetermine dun sa mga benepisyo na ibibigay, hindi ang korporasyon mismo. So, siya tagabili lang talaga ng serbisyo at kolekta at tagapag-manage po ng pondo. Bukod pa po dyan, itong korporasyon po ay subject din dun sa tinatawag nating GCG rules at nagkaroon din po tayo ng mga oversight provisions. No? Ang Kongreso po magkakaroon ng oversight committee dahil napakalaki namang pondong ini-invest natin dito sa sistemang ito. Natural, kinakailangan yung taong bayan, nasusubaybayan din kung paano na-implement yan. At may provision din po yung ating panukalang batas na nagbibigay sa mga mamamayan ng partisipasyon para magkaroon ng mas malawakang pananagutan dito sa korporasyon nito. So, pero uulitin ko po, ang pinaka-importanting kasagutan sa katanungan ng ating kaibigan ay meron pong hiwalay na entity, ito nga po yung Health Technical Assessment Council, na siyang magdedetermine kung ano yung maibibigay na serbisyo at the most cost-effective manner sa ating mga kababayan.
Salamat po, Ginoong Sponsor, Madam Speaker. Tama po kayo, no? Kaya nga po, parang napansin natin, Ang daming mga bureaucratic processes na naman na daanan dito sa panukalang batas na ito bago natin maibigay yung serbisyong pangkalusugan sa ating mamamayan. Ito na lang po ang dagdag ko pang tanong. Doon ho sa contribution, napansin ko na Section 47, Chapter 7, pakilinaw po ito. Para hong napakalaki, halimbawa, if you're a contributory member, napakalaki ng makaltas sa iyo bilang isang empleyado. Halimbawa po, kung ikaw ay sumusweldo lamang ng 20,000 or 20,000, para hong ang kalalabasan nito, ang magiging contribution mo ay 6,000 a year. Di ho ba sa isang sumusweldo lamang ng 20,000 a month at kakaltasan mo ng 6,000 a year at sa marami pang darating na mga buwis na ating papasanin sa darating na mga araw, hindi ho ba masyadong napakabigat nito sa ating mga mamamayan?
Hindi naman po, dahil nakasaad naman sa Section 47, ito yung mga empleyado ng gobyerno at ng pribadong sektor, 5% nga, pero hati po ang employer at saka employee. So effectively 2.5. At yung mga self-employed naman at professionals, sa IRR po natin malalaman kung magkano talagang contribution nila dahil nakasaad lang naman sa batas, shall not exceed 5%. So nagkaroon lang po tayo ng cap, pero sa implementasyon naman po ng batas na ito, pwede namang sabihin o pwede namang magtalaga ng mas mababang porsyento. Sa tingin ko po sa IRR, baka para sa mga self-employed at sa mga professionals, ay baka 2.5% din po siguro ang magiging kaltas sa kanilang sweldo. Pero in any case, yung 20,000 naman po na sweldo, 5% is equivalent to 1,000 pesos a month. Times 12 months, it will be 12,000. Tapos hati nga po ang employer at saka employee. So hindi naman po siya masyadong mabigat. Halos kapareho nga lang po ng binabayad ngayon sa PhilHealth. Hindi masyado malayo ang pagkakaiba.
Magkano po?
2.5 effectively ang babayaran ng ating mga mamamayan.
Okay. Maraming salamat, Ginoong Sponsor, Madam Speaker. Yun na lang po yung mga ilang kong katanungan dahil may susunod pa sa akin. Bilang pagtatapos na lang po siguro, muli kong ilalatag dito na sa panukalang batas na ito, bagamat natagurian itong universal health coverage, sa tingin po ng kinatawang ito at ng bayan muna, hindi pa rin ito nire-resolba ang ugat ng napakalalang sitwasyon ng pangkalusugan sa ating bayan. Maraming may sakit dahil sa kahirapan. Yan ang talagang ugat nung bakit lumalala ang ating sitwasyon ng pangkalusugan. Kawalan at kakulangan ng pagkain, kawalan ng trabaho, hindi dahil walang health insurance. Ang ugat talaga ng lumalalang health situation natin ay yung mahirap, tuloy-tuloy na kahirapan sa ating bayan at hindi dahil napakalala ng problema sa PhilHealth. In fact, ang PhilHealth ay isa sa nagpadagdag sa problema ng ating mamamayan. Hindi ho nakapagpagamot ang ating mga mamamayan dahil kulang ang ating mga pasilidad. Kulang ang ating mga health professionals, lalong-lalo na sa pampublikong mga health facilities natin. Ang serbisyo ho natin ay lumalala. Ito ho, tuwi-tuwi na, binabalik ko. Noong unang panahon, pag pumunta ka sa mga pampublikong ospital, libre ho. Libre ang gamot, libre ang doktor. Ngayon ho, pag pumunta ka sa mga pampublikong ospital, ultimo bulak, cotton, ay kailangan nyo pong bilhin. Dahil ang naging kalakaran ho natin ngayon, ang naging sistema natin ngayon, ang pondo, na napakalimitadong pondo ng ating pamahalaan, ay doon nilalagak sa insurance. At ang ating pondo para sa operating expenses ng ating mga pampublikong ospital, tinatapyasan. Gaya ng para sa susunod na taon, halos 2 bilyon ang tinapyas na naman sa expenses, operating expenses ng ating mga pampublikong ospital sa buong bansa. At saan ito ilalagak? Doon na naman sa PhilHealth. So yun po ang ating sinasabi. Napakalaki, hindi na-address ng halimbawa ng panukalang batas na ito ang usapin ng mahal na gamot. mahal na kukulangan sa gamit at equipments ng ating mga pampublikong ospital at iba pa. No? In fact, isa sa hindi rin na-address dito ay yung usapin ng devolution ng ating health service. No? Na alam naman natin, napakaraming mga pampublikong ospital ngayon na devolved sa ating mga local government units ang hindi na gumagana dahil sa kakulangan ng pondo. Kaya yun po ang nagiging tindig natin sa panukalang ng batas na ito at umaasa po tayo na talagang darating ang panahon, no? Na itong health services natin ay hindi tatalikuran ng Estado bagkus kakalingain niya ang ating lalong-lalo na ang ating mga mahihirap na mamayan. Maraming salamat, Ginoong Sponsor, Congressman Harry Roque, at maraming salamat, Madam Speaker. Magandang hapon ho sa ating lahat.
Maraming salamat din po kay Congressman Zarate, Madam Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to recognize the next interpellator, Representative Emmy De Jesus of Gabriela.
Congresswoman Emmy De Jesus is recognized.
Maraming salamat, Madam Speaker. Ang representasyong ito ay dudugtong doon sa mga bumabagabag na katanungan kaugnay dito sa House Bill 5784. At alam ko naman na nakahanda na ang ating kinatawang Harry Roque, ang sponsor ng House Bill na ito. Can you confirm na nakahanda po kayo?
Para po sagutin ang mga katanungan ng aking napakatagal na at napakabuting kaibigan, ang ating kongresista galing po sa Gabriela Party List, ay karangalan ko po na magbigay ng kasagutan sa kanyang mga katanungan.
Please proceed. Kanina ko pa po naririnig yung binabanggit ng ating kagalang-galang na sponsor, yung pagkilala doon sa Thailand model bilang huwaran o parang tutularan kaugnay ng panukalang ito. Wala pa po ba kayong ibang bayan o bansa na inaral pa, katulad po ng bansang Cuba, kung ano ang kanilang patakaran pagdating po sa paglilingkod kaugnay ng healthcare ng kanyang mamamayan?
Well, napag-aralan po namin ang napakadaming sistema. At bagamat marami pong provision dito sa batas nito, panukalang batas nito ay nanggaling sa Thailand experience, I can assure you po, tinig namin ang lahat ng universal healthcare system sa buong mundo dahil itong universal healthcare system naman po, gaya ng sponsorship speech ni Congresswoman Tan, ay isang pulisiya na sinusulong din ng United Nations sa pamamagitan ng World Health Organization, no? Bilang isang pamamaraan upang magkaroon ng katuparan yung karapatan sa mabuting kalusugan. Pero napag-aralan din po ang Cuba. Ang problema nga lang po, parang iba yung sitwasyon sa Cuba dito sa ating bayan, no? At kaya naman ang eksperyensya ng Thailand ay tinignan natin kasi pagdating sa populasyon, pagdating sa ekonomiya, pagdating sa kultura, siya po ang pinakamalapit sa Pilipinas, no? Now, pero tinignan din po natin na yung eksperyensya ng Taiwan, ng United Kingdom, ng Indonesia, ng Vietnam, pati po ng Sri Lanka, no? At nakita po natin na bagamat napakaganda ng Cuban model, unang-una populasyon. Napakaliit naman ang populasyon ng Cuba. Pangalawa, yung numero ng doktor. Napakadami pong doktor talaga na kinakailangan under the Cuban model, no? Tsaka number 3 po, talaga naman pong dahil socialist country ang Cuba, ang mga institusyon, yung mga tinatawag na health providers po, 100% dyan ay talagang gobyerno, no? So parang hindi natin po pwedeng tularan kaagad-agaran ang Cuban model. Bagamat, pansinin niyo po, ang sabi ko, kaagad-agaran, no? Kasi kapag nagsimula naman tayo dito sa panukalang batas nito, pwede naman pong mangyari na lahat ng health providers magiging 100% government, no? At pwede natin gayahin yung Cuban model. Kaya lang, dapat handa tayo dun sa budget na kinakailangan para rito. At yung estimate nga po namin kanina, no, na iningi ko sa Department of Health, kung gusto natin na 100% na gobyerno talaga magpo-provide ng lahat ng health services,
tumataginting na 1 trillion pesos a year. Pero siguro naman po, pag tayo yumaman at maging mas maunlad pa, no? At maging developed country, baka kayang-kaya na natin yon dahil yung karanasan naman ng National Health Service ng UK, ganun din po. No? Pero meron din pong premiums na kinakaltas sa mga sweldo, maski na po doon sa mga lugar na ang health services ay 100% na ibibigay ng gobyerno.
Salamat po, Congressman Roque, Congressman, Madam Chair. Kaya ko po ito na itanong, di lumalabas, magsisimula po tayo doon sa konkretong kalagayan ng ating mamamayan. At pwede po bang matanong, ano po ang kalagayan natin ngayon pag pinag-uusapan ang primary health care? Congressman sponsor, kagalang-galang na sponsor.
Nakakalungkot po. Pagdating sa primary health care po, ang PhilHealth, na ibibigay lang ang primary health care package doon po sa kasapi sa National Household Targeting System o yung mga beneficiaries ng 4Ps. Yung mga hindi miyembro po ng 4Ps, wala pong kahit anong benepisyang primary health care na nakukuha, no? At least sa PhilHealth, no? So pati po yung sinasabi nilang zero balance collection, yan po ay para lang doon sa mga beneficiaries din ng 4Ps, ng mga senior citizens, pero napakalaki pa pong porsyento na ating populasyon ay hindi nakaka-avail ng libreng primary health care.
So, ginong sponsor, ito po talaga yung nais naming tumbukin. Unang-una, pag sinabi nating nakakalungkot ang kalagayan ng ating mamamayan na nangangailangan ng primary health care, hindi ba ang dapat na bigyan natin ng pansin ay yung pong pinakasimpleng pamamaraan ng pagbibigay ng serbisyo, Mr. Sponsor?
Opo, at kaya nga po ayon sa panukalang batas na ito, no, ay magkakaroon talaga tayo ng primary healthcare provider for every Filipino, basic health service sa kada barangay, at ito po ang layunin talaga, no, na magkaroon ng primary healthcare provider sa lahat po ng ating mga barangay.
Pero ang malungkot po nito, kaya ko po sinasabing pinakasimple, dahil sa kalagayan po ngayon, nabanggit na rin ng ating kasamahan, kaugnay ng realidad. Yung ating mga sinasabing ang reality bites, na pag pumunta ka sa pampublikong ospital, talaga namang nanginginig yung ating mga pasyente dyan na alam nila na katakot-takot na kasunod na bayarin ang direct doon sa kanilang bulsa ang kailangang ihanda. At ang nais ko pong sabihin, bakit kinakailangan pa natin ang isang layer ng serbisyo na magbubuo ka pa ng isang korporasyon na magtitiyak at mangungulekta ng pondo para ibigay nga yung sinasabi nating realidad na nakakalungkot ang kalagayan ng ating maraming mamamayan. At ito po ang pinag-uusapan pa lang natin, primary health care. And in fact, gusto ko rin pong idugtong, ano po ba ang datos ninyo bilang kinatawan din ng sektor ng kababaihan? Ano po ba ang datos ngayon ng DOH kapag pinag-uusapan naman yung usapin ng maternal health care, ginoong sponsor?
Well, unang-unang po, no, pagdating doon sa primary health care, talaga po namang hindi sapat ang pondo na linalaan ng gobyerno para lahat ng barangay natin ay magkaroon ng provision for primary health care. In fact, sa ngayon po, 3.9% pa lamang ng ating GDP ang nailalaan natin para sa healthcare. Napakaliit po ito kung i-compare natin mastis kabayan na gaya ng Thailand na gumagastos ng halos 10% at mas malaki po ang GDP nila. So ang katotohanan po talaga, walang primary health care dahil hindi tayo naglalaan ng sapat na pondo para dyan sa provision ng primary health care. No? Now, ngayon po kasi, ang sistema natin, sa ilalim po ng panukalang batas nito, yung mga tinatawag na public health facilities o yung mga population health requirements ay maibibigay din ng mga LGUs At yung mga primary medical care naman and inpatient benefits, gaya ng mga konsultasyon, ay maibibigay na ng Health Security Corporation.
So, ang ibig sabihin po nito, yung mga... Ang tinutugunan niyo po ba yung sa second question ko, kaugnay ng maternal health care?
Hindi ko pa muna nasasagot yung maternal health care. Sandali po, wala sa data ko itong maternal health care. Ang meron lang po ako dito ay yung para sa primary health care. Pero dito po sa maternal health care, ito po ang data. No? Sa 2016, yung skilled birth attendance, meron po tayong 92%. Ang facility-based deliveries natin ay 89%. Ang maternal care, ito po yan, yung mga contraceptive prevalent rate ay itinataas ng 55% o tumaas ng 55% noong 2016.
So, ito po yung sa bahagi po ng party list. Primary health care, problema ng marami nating kababayan. At pag sinabi niyo pong primary health care, at marami, kasama na rin dyan yung maraming bata at kababaihan. Isama mo pa yung problema, yung natatangi o distinct problem ng ating mga mamamayan bilang ating mga kababaihan na sa kasalukuyang serbisyo na maa-avail nila ng libre, talaga pong kadusta-dusta. Nag-agree po ba kayo dito, ginong sponsor?
Madam Speaker, gaya nga nung aking sinabi sa aking sponsorship speech, kaya nga po natin binalakas itong panukalang batas kasi nangyayari po ngayon, napakadami nating kababayan na namamatay dahil sila'y naghihirap. No? At kinakailangan talaga gumawa ng pamamaraan para naman matigil ito, no, na mamamatay ka dahil ikay mahirap lamang. No? So nagkaroon po tayo ng mga pamamaraan, no, na sa pamamagitan nga ng Philippine Health Security Corporation, lahat ng Pilipino, dahil sila ay Pilipino, ay magkakaroon ngayon ng access sa primary health care. Now, ano po ang mga serbisyong maibibigay sa ilalim ng primary health care? No? Ito po ang mga serbisyo na yan. No? Yung mga konsultasyon po sa doktor, yung mga laboratory, yung mga medicines for take home. No? Now, kasama po yan sa garantiya natin, no? Lahat ng life stages at lahat ng triple burden of disease, kasama po yung mga communicable diseases, gaya ng HIV, AIDS, TB, malaria, diseases for elimination, dengue, lepto, Ebola, Zika, at kasama din yung mga non-communicable diseases and malnutrition, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, risk factors, obesity, smoking, and diet, kasama na po ako doon. Sedentary lifestyle, at saka yung malnutrition, at kasama rin yung mga diseases of rapid urbanization and industrialization, yung mga injuries na work-related, substance abuse, mental illness, pandemics, travel medicine, health consequence of climate change or disaster. Sa ngayon po, hindi po nabibigay ng gobyerno talaga yan.
Pero, ginong sponsor, Madam Speaker, ang nakikita ko pong matingkad na inihahain ng solusyon ng panukalang batas na ito ay isang napaka-bureaucratic na mayroong iba't ibang papel. Bagamat ito ay pangungunahan ng Department of Health, may iba't ibang ahensya o sangay na gagampan at ang nakakabahala talaga dito, yung pong konsepto na magbubuo pa talaga ng isang korporasyon na magtitiyak ng tagabili ng serbisyo, inyo pong pananalita ito, no? At magmamanage ng pondo. Samantalang, kung may pondo talaga na inilalaan at idinadaan naman natin sa Kongreso ito Kapag pinag-uusapan naman natin every year, kung ano man ang pondo na ina-appropriate or inilalaan sa mga serbisyong pangangailangan ng mamamayan, at tukoy na natin na isa sa mahalagang pangangailangan na serbisyo ay serbisyong pangkalusugan. Ang representasyon pong ito ay, ang ginagamit kong ang term dito kailangan pa ba natin ng isang layer? Kailangan pa ba natin balutan ng mga mahihiwagang pamamaraan na hindi ba, Ginoong Sponsor, pinakasimple na pamamaraan kung ang gusto natin sa kagyat, no? Kasi nag-uusap pa lang po tayo sa primary health care. Hindi ba ang pinakamagandang pamamaraan sa panahon po ng deliberasyon at pag-uusap ng Kongreso bilang sinasabi nga natin na tayo ang tigahawak ng purse, no? Na ilalaan, hindi po ba pinakasimple ang pagtitiyak na laanan talaga ng pondo, diretso, yung pong lagyan ng pondo ang lahat ng pampublikong ospital, pangunahan na ng DOH ang pag-identify dito sa mga ospital na ng problema na at doon sa mga area na pinatunayan at marami naman po tayong mahihingian ng testimonya. Ano yung mga rehiyon na nangangailangan? Hindi po ba, nag-agree po ba kayo na pinakasimple na talaga rather than napakaisang komplikado at magbubuo ng iba't ibang sangay, galamay, na pag-usapan na lang. Ano po ba ang pangangailangan kung primary health care, yung kagyat nating aasikasuhin, laanan na lang kagad at hanapan ng pondo. Nag-agree po ba kayo dito, Ginoong Sponsor?
Well, ang problema po talaga, Madam Speaker, no? Ang ideal kung kaya natin bayaran lahat yan, bakit hindi? Pero gaya ng aking sinabi po kanina, no? Ang halaga ata para maibigay yan sa ating mga mamamayan ay hindi bababa sa 1 trilyon kada taon. At sabi ko nga kanina, 3 trilyon at 800 billion lamang ang proposed budget for 2018. Kaya gumagawa tayo ng pamamaraan. Pangalawa po, miski gustuhin natin na lahat ng gobyerno ang lahat ng hospital ay maging panggobyerno na, talagang hindi po ganyan ang katotohanan natin ngayon. Ang katotohanan po ngayon, napakakonti pa po ng pampublikong mga hospital natin. Kaya nga po ang kailangan 1 trillion. Kung lahat ng hospital gagawin nating pampubliko. No? Sa ngayon po, 35% lamang ang mga pampublikong hospital at 65% po ang mga pribadong hospital. Kaya nga po, gumawa kami ng pamamaraan. Siguro po tayo tutungo doon sa complete takeover of the government of all health facilities, parang Cuban model. That's without prejudice po. Pero sa ngayon po, habang 3.8 trillion lamang ang ating budget at nangangailangan ng 1 trillion para maging completely 100% public run ang ating health system, mukhang kahit ano pong pag-uusap natin, talagang hindi tayo magkakaroon ng sapat na pondo para riyan. Kaya nga pong alternatibo, gamitin natin yung karanasan ng ating mga kapitbahay at yung modelo na ang UN mismo ang nagsusulong. At ito ngang sistemang ito ay nariyan pa rin ng DOH, magbibigay ng mga standards at mga polisiya. Nandiyan pa rin ng mga LGU, magbibigay ng population health requirements. At itong bagong korporasyon na magbibigay ng primary medical care and inpatient care. So, sa sistema po natin ngayon, hindi naman po pwede na bigyan lang na mas malaking pondo ang mga pampublikong hospital. Kasi nga po, yung sistema natin ngayon, meron tayong PhilHealth na hindi naman nakapagbibigay ng mga primary health requirements man lang ng ating mga mamamayan. At yung katotohanan po, gaya ng sinabi ko, no, na minorya pa rin po ang mga pampublikong mga pagamutan dito sa ating bayan.
Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Sponsor, doon sa kasagutan na parang ang sakit sa dibdib, no? Pag pinag-uusapan
po,
talaga,
Madam Speaker.
na para bang hirap, na talagang i-address sa kagyat. Sa bahagi po kasi natin, ito yung pwede talagang pag-isipan. Kasi yung binanggit na rin ng ating kagalang-galang na sponsor na talagang lumalabas, yung relative doon sa bilang ng pampublikong ospital at doon sa bilang ng pampribadong ospital, yung pong mantra, no? Yung mantra na talagang nagaganap sa lahat ng serbisyo ay nagiging negosyo. Ito po yung nakikita naming nagiging mantra na ng kasalukuyang sistema ng pamahalaan na kitang-kita mo, samantalang ang serbisyong pangkalusugan, usapin nga ito ng right, no? At sa saligang batas pa nga. Kaya, bagamat sinasabi natin na at this point in time, yung pagbabudget pa nga lamang sa public hospital public hospital ay mangangailangan, hindi ba, ano na nga ito, nakakabahala na nga. At imbis na ang pag-isipan natin ay yung ibang pamamaraan, ang challenge, I think, among us, legislators, is to ensure na talagang ang pinag-uusapan talaga ang pondo ay hindi yung pag-ensure na mailagay nga ito sa serbisyo. I'm sorry, inaaligid-aligiran na po ako ng ating rules, pero sa totoo po, ang gusto pong irehistro ng representasyong ito, kasi pag sinabi kasi namin ang pinag-uusap, ang Gabriela Women's Party po, kasi pag sinabi namin ang aming mantra ay babae, bata, bayan, ay dapat na pinaglilingkuran o ipinaglalaban, wala kasing issue talaga ng lahat po ng issue, no? Ay issue talaga ng kababaihan at ang issue ng bayan ay issue ng kababaihan. At pag pinag-usapan po talaga ang health, ang larawan po ng pinakamaraming kababaihan pag pinag-usapan ang kalusugan, talaga pong alarming, no? And encompasses all health problems. Yung sinasabi ko nga kanina, iba pang usapin talaga yung maternal na tayo, bilang pagkilala sa papel ng kababaihan sa lipunang ito, dapat may distinct na pag-iisip din tayo para i-address yung distinct maternal health. Pero ang pinag-uusapan pa nga lang po natin ngayon dito ay primary health care. Kaya sa paninindigan po ng representasyong ito, rather than isang panukalang batas na magbibigay pa ng komplikasyon sa pag-a-avail ng isang napaka-basic primary nga At hindi pinag-uusapan, ospital, no? Na talagang tatakbo ka sa ospital, nagkasakit ka kasi talaga namang malabo ang nutrisyon mo, wala kang malinis na tubig, at hindi pa nga po tayo pumapasok doon sa preventive. Kaya sa puntong ito po, sa bahagi po ng representasyong ito, nais ko lamang pong irehistro na lahat po ng mga katanungan na para po sa panukalang batas na ito ay tumutumbok doon sa issue ng paninindigan na kung health service yan, dapat sa pinakasimpleng pamamaraan na makapagbibigay tayo ng libre, angkop, kagyat, at higit sa lahat, ito po ay batayan. Kaya, Ginoong Sponsor, ito po ay pagrerehistro ng aming paninindigan at sa ating pong mga kasamahan sa Kongreso, ito po ang dapat na mas challenge sa atin. Kung sinasabing kapos sa budget, bakit hindi natin pag-isipan ito? At ito po ay hindi simple o hindi komplikadong pag-address, kundi yung pong makapagbibigay tayo ng serbisyo sa higit na nangangailangan at hindi po pinag-iisipan at pinagtutubuan at gagawing negosyo o popondohan pa para magkaroon po ng mahirap na pamamaraan ang ating mga nangangailangan ng health service. So, Ginoong Sponsor, Madam Speaker, dito ko po tinatapos ang aking interpellation. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat po sa mga kuro-kuro na pinarating ng ating mabuting kasama galing po sa Gabriela Party List, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we terminate the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of committee amendment is open.
Madam Speaker, there being no committee amendments, I move that we close the period of committee amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, earlier we have distributed to all the members copies of the substitute version of House Bill 5784. Madam Speaker, pursuant to Section 104 of our rules, I move to amend by substitution the entire bill as contained in Committee Report 273 with the contents of the substitute version earlier distributed to all members. I so move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of individual amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of individual amendments is hereby opened.
Madam Speaker, there being no member who registered to propose individual amendments, I move that we close the period of individual amendments.
The period of individual amendments is hereby closed.
Madam Speaker, there being no other member who registered to propose of individual amendments, I move that we close the period of individual amendments.
The period of amendment is hereby closed.
Madam Speaker, I move that we close the period of amendments.
The period of amendment is hereby closed.
Madam Speaker, I move that for the approval on second reading of House Bill number 5784 as amended.
Is there any objection? Those who are in favor of the bill says aye.
Aye.
Those who are against say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 5784 is hereby approved on second reading.
Madam Speaker,
Majority Leader.
yes, I move that we resume consideration of Committee Report number 246 on House Bill 5675. May we direct the Secretary General to read the title of the said measure.
Is there any objection? The motion is approved. Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill.
House Bill number 5675, an act allowing the rectification of simulated birth records and prescribing administrative adoption proceedings for the purpose.
Madam Speaker, the
Majority
parliamentary status is that we have terminated the period of sponsorship and debate. I move that we recognize the Honorable Sandra Erigel, Chairperson of the Committee on Social Services, to sponsor the measure.
Honorable Sandra Erigel is recognized.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Period of amendment is open.
Madam Speaker, there being no committee amendments, I move that we close the period of committee amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, earlier we have distributed to all the members copies of the substitute version of House Bill 5675. Madam Speaker, pursuant to Section 104 of our rules, I move to amend by substitution the entire bill as contained in Committee Report 246 with the contents of the substitute version earlier distributed to all the members. I so move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of individual amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Period of amendment is open.
Madam Speaker, there being no member who registered to propose individual amendments, I move that we close the period of individual amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, there being no other member who registered to propose individual amendments, I move that we close the period of individual amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Period of amendment is closed.
Individual amendments.
Individual amendment is closed.
I move that we close the period of amendments, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Period of amendment is closed.
Madam Speaker, I move for the approval on second reading of House Bill number 5675 as amended.
Is there any amendment? Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. For those, as many as are in favor of the motion, please say aye. For those against the motion, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 5675 as amended is hereby approved. Majority Leader.
Yes, I move to suspend session for a few minutes.
Session suspended.
Calendar business na tayo. I move that we... Saan na tayo? I move that... I move that we consider House... under the calendar of business na tayo. Saan ba tayo? Ito na. Isa-isayin to. So, ito lahat yun.
Session resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, under the calendar of business for the day, I move that we consider House Bill number 6165 as contained in Committee Report 349, submitted by the Committee on Legislative Franchises.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, copies of this bill has been previously distributed to the members, and may I request, therefore, that the Secretary General be instructed to read the title of the bill.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill.
House Bill number 6165, an act granting the Deus Amor Est Broadcasting Inc. a franchise to construct, install, establish, operate, and maintain radio and television broadcasting stations in the Philippines.
Madam Speaker, I move that the chairperson of the Committee on Legislative Franchises, Representative Franz Alvarez, be recognized to begin the sponsorship of the measure.
Congressman Franz Alvarez is recognized.
Madam Speaker, I move that we adopt the explanatory note as the sponsorship speech.
Majority Leader.
Yes, I move that there being no member who wishes to interpolate during the sponsorship and debate, I move that we terminate the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. This motion is approved.
I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, there being no committee amendments, I move that we now proceed to the individual amendments, if any.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The individual amendment, the motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, there being no individual amendments, I move that we terminate the period of individual amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we terminate the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading, House Bill number 6165.
As many as are in favor of House Bill 6165, please say aye.
Aye.
Those against the motion, those who are against the motion, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6165 is approved on second reading.
Madam Speaker, I move that we consider House Bill number 6166 as contained in Committee Report number 350 submitted by the Committee on Legislative Franchises. And these copies of which has been previously distributed to the members. I therefore request the Secretary General be instructed to read the title of the bill.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill.
House Bill number 6166, an act extending for another 25 years the franchise granted to Filipinas Broadcasting Network, Inc. under Republic Act number 8168, entitled An Act Granting the Filipinas Broadcasting Network, Inc. a franchise to construct, install, operate, and maintain radio and television broadcasting stations in the Philippines.
Yes. Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the chairperson of the Committee on Legislative Franchise, Representative Franz Alvarez, to begin sponsorship of the measure.
Representative Franz Alvarez is recognized.
Madam Speaker, I move that we adopt the explanatory note as the sponsorship speech.
Madam Speaker, I so move.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we terminate the period of sponsorship and debate, seeing that there are no interpellations.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of sponsorship and debate is hereby closed.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
There being no committee amendments, Madam Chairman, I move that we proceed to the individual amendments, if any.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, there being no member who wishes to introduce individual amendments, I move that we close the period of individual amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we terminate the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading House Bill number 6166.
As many as are in favor of House Bill 6166, please say aye. Aye. For those who are against, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6166 is approved on second reading.
Madam Speaker, I move that we consider House Bill number 6167 as contained in Committee Report number 351, and the copies of which has been previously distributed, and may I direct the Secretary General to please read the title of the bill.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill.
House Bill number 6167, an act extending for another 25 years the franchise granted to University of Mindanao, doing business under the name and style of University of Mindanao Broadcasting Network and UM Broadcasting Network under Republic Act number 8170, entitled An Act Granting University of Mindanao a franchise to construct, establish, maintain, and operate radio broadcasting stations in the Philippines and for other purposes.
Majority Leader.
Yes, Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debate and recognize the chairperson of the Committee on Transportation, Representative Franz Alvarez.
Representative Franz Alvarez is recognized.
Madam Speaker, I move that we adopt the explanatory note as the sponsorship speech.
I so move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we terminate the period of sponsorship and debate as there are no interpellations.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
I move that we open the period of amendments, Madam Chair.
Is there
I
any
move that we open the period of committee amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Committee amendment is open.
I move that we close the period of committee amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
I move to open the period of individual amendments, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
There being no individual amendments, I move that we terminate the period of individual amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading, House Bill number 6167.
For those who are in favor of House Bill 6166, please say aye. 67. Please say aye. For those who are against, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6167 is hereby approved on second reading.
Madam Speaker, I move that we consider House Bill number 6168 as contained in Committee Report number 352.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, copies of the bill have been previously distributed to the members. May I request the Secretary General be instructed to read the title of the bill?
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill.
House Bill number 6168, an act extending for another 25 years the franchise granted to Pacific Broadcasting System, Inc. under Republic Act number 7967, entitled an act granting the Pacific Broadcasting System, Inc. a franchise to construct, install, operate, and maintain radio and television broadcasting stations in the Philippines.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
I move that we recognize the chairperson of the Committee on Transportation, Representative Alvarez, for his sponsorship speech.
Representative Francis Alvarez is recognized.
Madam Speaker, I move that the explanatory note be considered as the sponsorship of the Honorable Franz
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved.
I move to close the period of interpellation and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
I move to open the period of committee amendments, Madam Chair.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved.
There being no committee amendments, I move that we terminate the period of committee amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
I move that we open the period of individual amendments, Madam Chair.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Chair, there being no individual amendments, I move that we terminate the period of individual amendments.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we terminate the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading House Bill number 6168.
As many as are in favor of House Bill 6168, please say aye. Those who are against the motion, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6168 is hereby approved on second reading.
Madam Speaker, I move that we approve. Madam Speaker, I move that we take out House Bill number 6169 as contained in Committee Report 353 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the bill.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill.
House Bill number 6169, an act extending for another 25 years the franchise granted to Philippine Broadcasting Corporation under Republic Act number 7962, entitled an act granting the Philippine Broadcasting Corporation a franchise to construct, install, operate, and maintain radio and television broadcasting stations in the Philippines.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of interpellation and debate and recognize Representative Franz Alvarez for his sponsorship speech.
Representative Franz Alvarez is recognized.
Madam Speaker, I move that we consider explanatory note as a sponsorship speech.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of committee amendments. Period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved.
There being no committee and individual amendments, Madam Speaker, I move that we terminate the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move we vote on second reading House Bill number 6169.
As many as are in favor of House Bill 6169, please say aye. For those against, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6169 is approved on second reading.
Madam Speaker, I move that we consider House Bill 6170 as contained in Committee Report 354 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the bill.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill.
House Bill number 6170, an act standing for another 25 years, the franchise granted to RMC Broadcasting Corporation under Republic Act number 8159, entitled an act granting the DXRA RMC, Rizal Memorial Colleges Broadcasting Corporation, a franchise to construct, establish, operate, and maintain a commercial radio broadcasting station in the Philippines and for other purposes.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debate and make the explanatory note as part of the sponsorship speech.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Period of amendment is open.
There being no committee and individual amendments, Madam Speaker, I move that we terminate the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Committee and individual amendment is closed.
Madam Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading House Bill number 6170.
As many as are in favor of House Bill 6170, please say aye. For those against, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6170 is hereby approved on second reading.
Second reading tayo dito.
Yes, sir.
Madam Speaker, I move that we take up on second reading House Bill number 6203 in Committee Report 359. Please direct our Secretariat to read the title of the measure.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill.
House Bill number 6203, an act converting the Sorsogon State College in the province of Sorsogon into a state university to be known as the Sorsogon State University and appropriating funds therefore.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, to sponsor the bill, I move that we recognize the Honorable Ann Hoffer.
Honorable Ann Hoffer is recognized.
Madam Speaker, for this measure, I move that we just have the explanatory note as the sponsorship speech.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, may I please make a manifestation for additional co-authors for House Bill 6203?
Please proceed.
For additional co-authors, we have the Majority Leader, Rodolfo Fariñas, Senior Deputy Majority Leader, Bondoc, Deputy Majority Leader Defensor, Deputy Majority Leader Mercado, Deputy Majority Leader Crisologo, Deputy Majority Leader Gonzales Jr., Deputy Majority Leader Noel, Deputy Majority Leader Gulias, Deputy Majority Leader T. Representatives Pimentel, Representative Matugas, Representative Garin, Representative Nograles, Jericho, Representative Salo, Representative Belaro, Representative Herrera D, Representative Puno, Representative Premicias Agabas, Representative Atienza, Representative Garbin, Representative De Vera, Representative Bravo, Representative Campos, Representative Abayon, Representative Lagman, Representative Lanete, Representative Yap, Victor, Representative Tejada, and Deputy Speaker Hernandez. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Please add Deputy Speaker Serna also.
And Congressman Albano, Rodolfo Albano.
Yes.
And Congressman Gonzales.
Okay,
and
any more?
Congressman Fortuno. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Yes, the manifestation of Representative Hofer is duly noted. Majority Leader?
Madam Speaker, there being no interpellations, I move that we close the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of sponsorship and debate is hereby closed.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Period of amendment is closed. Open.
Madam Speaker, For some individual amendments, I move that we recognize the distinguished Majority Floor Leader, the Honorable Rodolfo Fariñas, for an individual amendment.
The distinguished Majority Leader is very much recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Majority Leader. Madam Speaker, may I introduce and I move that we amend on page 1, section 1, lines 5 and 6 to delete the word Sorsogon after the article the and before the word state, and in lieu thereof insert the words Salvador H. Escudero III.
What say you, Madam Sponsor,
I
to the
accept-
amendment of the Majority Leader?
I accept the individual amendments, Madam
With that,
Speaker.
Madam Speaker, I move that we approve the
I have another amendment.
There's another amendment,
May
Majority
I
Leader.
make another amendment with respect to the title. I move that the title of the bill, in the title of the bill, delete the word Sorsogon after the article the and the word state, and in lieu thereof insert the words Salvador H. Escudero III. Madam Speaker.
What is the pleasure of Madam Sponsor?
I accept the amendment, Madam Speaker. And can we also manifest for additional authors? Congresswoman Juliet Uy, Congressman Zubiri, and Congresswoman Acosta Alba have also manifested the interest to be co-authors of the bill. Thank you very much.
Manifestation
Madam
is duly noted. Yes, Majority Leader.
With that, Madam Speaker, I move that we approve.
Madam Speaker, additional authors, Congressman Go, Congressman Divi, and Congressman Agabao as additional authors of the measure, Madam Speaker.
Duly noted, Madam Sponsor. Yes, Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we approve the individual amendments as proposed by the distinguished Majority Leader, subject to style.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. The individual amendment of Majority Leader Fariñas is hereby approved subject to style.
Madam Speaker, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Period of amendment is closed.
Madam Speaker, I move that we approve on second reading House Bill number 6203.
As many as are in favor of House Bill 6203, please say aye. For those against, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6203 is hereby approved on second reading.
Madam Speaker, I move that we take up business for Thursday and Friday.
Is there any objection? Motion. Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move for the omnibus approval on second reading of the following local bills: 6168 in Committee Report 357 and 6202 in Committee Report 358. And kindly direct our Secretariat to read the title of the measure. No, Madam Speaker. I so move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
For these measures, Madam Speaker, I move that we have the respective explanatory notes as the sponsorship speeches. I so move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The explanatory note is hereby adopted as the sponsorship.
Madam Speaker, there being no interpellations, I move that we close the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, there being no amendments, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we approve on second reading House Bill numbers 6168 and 6202. I so move, Madam Speaker.
Pardon?
6168 and 6202.
6202. As many as are in favor of House Bill 6168 and House Bill 6202, please say aye. For those against, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6168 and House Bill 6202 is hereby approved on second reading.
I move for suspension, Madam Speaker.
Session suspended. Session is resumed.
Madam Speaker, having finished business for the day, I move that we open a privileged hour.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Privileged hour is open.
Madam Speaker, first to avail of the privileged hour, we have the distinguished lady from the 1st District of Antipolo. May we recognize the Honorable Cristina Chiki Roa Puno.
Honorable Cristina Chikirowa is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I intended to speak today to ask the body to support the bid of the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas for the 2023 World Cup. We tried in 2019 to hold it here. We were not successful, and I think we are more than ready to do it in 2023. I have a speech ready, but in lieu of my delivering it today in this late hour, may I ask that we include this, insert this into, I move that we insert my privileged speech into the records. So move, Madam Speaker.
Majority Leader.
We join the motion of the distinguished lady, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, there being no other members who wish to avail of the privilege, I move that we...
I can ask, Madam Speaker.
Before we close, Madam Speaker. Yes.
Oh, may I add? May I add one more?
Please
Also, part
proceed.
of my speech, it was is to enjoin the members of Congress to also continue our support in our legislation that has to do with the naturalization of the members of the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas, Gilas Pilipinas, as is required in future tournaments. That's all, Madam Speaker. This too will be included in is included in the privileged speech, of which I ask to be part of the record, Madam Speaker.
The additional manifestation of Honorable Roa is duly noted.
Madam Speaker, I move that we refer this speech of the Honorable Cristina Roa Puno to the Committee on Rules.
The same speech is referred to the Committee on Rules.
Madam Speaker, I move that we terminate the privilege hour.
Is there any objection? I object,
Madam Speaker, may I...
Yes, Majority Leader.
Madam, I would like to withdraw my earlier motion to terminate the privilege hour.
The privilege hour is open.
Madam Speaker, to likewise avail of the privileged hour, I move that we recognize the lady from Gabriela, the Honorable Emmy De Jesus.
Honorable Emmy De Jesus is recognized for her privileged speech.
Madam Speaker, salamat po sa opportunity. Much as I want to make it be delivered tomorrow, tingin ko po ito po yung isang issue na at this point in time ay kailangan talagang banggitin. Ito po ay patungkol doon sa pamamaslang o pagkamatay ng isang kabataan, si Kian de los Santos, na ang paninindigan po ng representasyong ito po ay nagluluwal lalo ng culture of impunity at culture of insecurity. Marami akong nakausap na mga magulang, nanay na talaga ngayon halos yung takot na lumabas yung kanilang mga anak dahil baka matulad kay Kian. At sa katunayan, palagay ko po, mahirap sabihin na hindi nakakagalit yung nangyari kay Kian de los Santos. 17 anyos, isang ordinaryong estudyante, at ito ang irony of ironies, nangarap pa minsan na maging pulis. At ito po yung sabi nga ay adding salt doon sa sugat. Ang nanay niya ay isang migrante. Nagpakahirap, humanap ng trabaho sa mga ibang bayan dahil sa makitid na oportunidad dito at naging isang migrante. Sa isang bayan pa naman na napakataas ng risk ng vulnerability ng ating mga migrant workers, lalo na't kababaihan. Si Ian, ayon na rin sa kanyang mga kaklase, ay mabuting kaibigan. Binaril sa may likuran at sa ulo, sa paratang ng PNP na ngayon ay nagkakabuhol-buhol na. Kesyo ng laban, kesyo may sasay ng shabu, courier daw siya, anak ng gumagamit ng droga, at palagay po natin, magkakabuhol-buhol pa yan at marami pang sasabihin. Ang malupit, nasentensyahan na siya ng kamatayan. Mr. Speaker, isa lamang si Kian sa larawan ng libu-libong namatay na sa ngalan ng gera kontra droga. Kabilang siya sa mahigit na 30 minor de edad na naging target o di kaya'y collateral ng madugong o plantokhang ng kasalukuyang administrasyon ng Pangulong Duterte. Klaro ang direktiba at patakaran na walang paglilitis, walang investigasyon, at marami tayong nakitang bumulagta na lang, binansagang sangkot sa droga, at sabi nga, nakamamatay talaga ang maling akala. At hindi lang sila simpleng numero. Sila ay mga anak, ina, ama, kapatid at asawa. May mga pamilya silang iniwan. Sa kaso ni Kian, nagmakaawa pa ang kanyang ina para makauwi at makapagluksa sa burol ng kanyang anak. Nagsasalita rin ako rito, hindi lamang bilang isang kongresista, kundi bilang isang ina, bilang isang bahagi ng lipunan, na talagang pag namatayan ka ng anak, talagang para sa isang ina, napakasakit, na ang dadatnan mo mula sa pagtatrabaho at pangibang bayan, isang anak na patay na. Na pinagsikapan mo pang paaralin, na pinagsikapan mo pa talaga natustusan ang pangangailangan, hindi lamang ni Kian, kundi ng kanyang pamilya. At alam ito ng lahat, na wala nang sasakit pa sa isang magulang na nawalan ng anak. Madam Speaker, papatindi na ang panawagan para sa katarungan kay Kian at sa lahat ng mga pagpatay na extrajudicial. Papatindi na ang sigaw para itigil na ang madugong gera kontra droga. Saan nga ba tutungo itong mga pagpatay na ito? Totoo bang ito ang solusyon sa problema ng mamamayan? At tingin po ng representasyong ito, mababaw ang pagsusuri kung droga lang ang sisisihin sa kalagayan ng bansa. Alam natin na mas malalim ang batayan sa larangan ng ekonomiya, andyan ang problema sa kawalan ng trabaho, kawalan ng lupa, at marami ng nabanggit. Sinabi rin ng Pangulo na kailangan itatag ang sarilang industriya. Pero tila, nakakakilabot, pero tila industriya ng pagpaslang ang nais na puntuhin. Sinabi na libre daw ang mga patubig doon sa isang balak, pero tila dugo ang dumadaloy sa kanal, pabalik sa ilog at karagatan. Sinabi na wawakasan ang kontraktualisasyon, pero bakit parang endo na lang ang buhay ng maralita na matatapos na lang bigla? Mayroon ngang free education law, pero saan ang patakaran? Pero para saan kung ang patakaran ay pagpatay sa mga kabataan? Hinahamon ang Kongreso ng panahon para manindigan sa panig ng katarungan at kapayapaan. Sa pagkamatay ni Kian, marami pong bumubungad na mga tanong. Halimbawa, sa yugto ngayon ng pag-uusap tungkol sa budget, dapat nga bang pondohan ng 900 milyon ang madugo at kontramahirap na oplantokan? Tama bang gamitin ang pondo ng mamamayan para sila tugisin at ang pinakamasahol, ayun, paslangin? Hindi ba haharapin ng Kongreso ang hamong imbestigahan ang pagpaslang kay Kian? Madam Speaker, hindi ito panahon para magbingi-bingihan tayo dito sa Kongreso sa galit ng mamamayan. Panahon ito ng pagkilos at pakikiisa sa panawagan ng marami para sa katarungan at tunay na pagbabago. Panahon ito ng pagtindig para sa mga walang kalaban-laban. Kung tunay na boses tayo ng mamamayan, hindi lamang ito hiling, kundi dapat tingnan natin itong responsibilidad. Umalingangaw po ang sigaw ng hustisya. At sana'y makita ng kapulungan ang kawalan ng saysay ng karahasang dulot ng tokhang. At higit sa na mas mahalaga, ang pangangailangan para kwestiyonin na ang direktiba ng Pangulo hinggil dito sa kanyang programa. Alam ko po na ang katahimikan sa Kongresong ito ay hindi nararapat, ngunit para tayong naging masyadong ang tahimik pagdating sa pandarahas na ginagawa ng Estado. Madam Speaker, mahirap na hindi magalit doon sa pagkamatay ni Kian. Mahirap isara ang bibig sa kabila ng lumalakas na panawagan para sa katarungan. Tayo ay nagluluksa at nagdadalamhati. Ngunit higit pa dito, sana tayo ay mangako na yung pong mga sinasabing nanlaban, yung mga kabataan na namatay, sana po ito pong mga sinasabing nanlaban, tayo ay lumaban para sa paghingi ng katarungan sa kanila. Tigilan na po natin ang kalagayan na magluluwal ng isang kultura ng impunity, isang kultura ng insecurity. Magandang gabi po, Madam Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we refer the speech of the Honorable De Jesus to the Committee on Rules.
Any objection? Chair hears none. The speech of Honorable Emmy De Jesus is referred to the Committee on Rules.
Madam Speaker, next to speak is the lady from ACT Teacher. I move that we recognize the Honorable Franz Castro.
The Honorable Franz Castro is hereby recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Ako po ay isang ina. Isa din po akong guro. Pero nung nabalitaan ko ang nangyari kay Kian, ay bigla kong naalala ang aking 2 anak. 2 lalaki po ang aking anak, Madam Speaker. Kaya damang-dama ko ang paghihirap ng puso ng mga magulang ni Kian de los Santos na pinatay, ng walang awang pinatay ng Caloocan Police bilang bahagi ng kanilang tinatawag na one-time, big-time operation or Oplan Galugad noong Huwebes ng gabi. Pangatlo sa 4 na magkakapatid, grade 12 students sa Our Lady of Lourdes sa Valenzuela, ang binatilyong si Kian na ay nahilig sa panonood ng Narcos, isang American TV crime drama na tungkol sa pagsugpo ng droga. Si Kian na isang mapagmahal at nangahas mangarap na maging isang pulis maging tagapagtanggol at tagapagligtas balang araw. Nangako siya sa kanyang ina na aagapay na siya sa gastusin ng pamilya once na makapagtapos siya. Pauwiin na ang kanyang ina upang lumayo na para lang kumita ng sapat. 3 deadly gunshots. Yan pala ang kumitil sa matatayog na pangarap ng naglaho ng isang iglap. Habang nagsasara ng kanilang maliit na tindahan sa school supplies ni Kian alas 8 ng gabi, siya'y tinugis ng mga pulis at na-corner sa isang dead end sa kanila. Kitang-kita, Madam Speaker, sa CCTV footage ang pagkaladkad kay Kian ng mga pulis. Natagpuan ang bangkay ni Kian, suot ang pantulog na boxers. Nagtamo ang kanyang katawan ng 3 tama ng baril na malinaw na nanggaling sa kanyang likuran. Walang kalaban-laban si Kian. Tinaniman ng 2 sachet ng shabu at 45 kalibre ng baril. Noong linggong iyon din po, ay sunod-sunod ang pagpatay sa Maynila, sa Caloocan, at sa Bulacan. At paano po humantong sa ganito? Pagsugpo sa droga at kriminalidad, yan ang pangako ni Pangulong Duterte. Lahat naman po tayo, Madam Speaker, ay naniniwalang dapat mapuksa ang problema ng iligal na droga sa ating lipunan. Ngunit ano ang napala? Walang habas na war on drugs. Libo-libo ang patay, karamihan ay mga mahihirap, mga nasa maralitang komunidad. Sabi ni Pangulong Duterte at ni PNP Chief Ronald Bato, nasagot nila ang mga pulis nila. Kaya tuluyang tumapang at naglakas ng loob ang mga pulis sa kanilang sunod-sunod na operasyon. Drug suspect, runner, pusher raw si Kian at siya'y nanlaban. Yan na ho ang modus operandi ng mga element ng PNP upang pagtakpan ang kanilang pagpatay. Sa halip na maging ligtas, ay mas lalo hong nawala ang kasiguruhan ang kaligtasan ng kahit na sino mang maglalakad sa daan. Sa nakalipas na 1 taon, naghasik ng takot ang kapulisan. Mayroong natutukhang gabi man o kahit nakatanghali ang tapat. Lahat raw ay nanlaban. Summary killings ang naging kalakaran. Hindi po si Kian ang unang menor de edad na binawian ng buhay dito sa war on drugs ng ating gobyerno. Narito po ang ilan sa ating mga menor de edad, mga college students, mga youth na nabiktima ng drug on war. Althea Barbon, 4 na taon. Hideyoshi Kawata, 17 taon. Kian Lloyd de los Santos, 17 taon. Joshua Kumilang, 18 taon. Jefferson Bunuan, 20 taon. At 2 minors in Ampatuan, Mindanao. Mga vigilante-style killings naman po, nabunga din po ng gera sa droga. Danica May Garcia, 5 taon. Francis Manyosca, 5 taon. San Niño Batucan, 7 taon. Christine Joy sa Ilog, 12 taon. Michael Diaz, 16 na taon. Erica Angel Fernandez, 17 years old. Raymal Siapo, 19 years old. Roman Manawis, 20 taon. At Rowena Chamson, 22 years old. Ang tokhang ay paglapastangan sa fundamental na karapatan ng bawat tao sa due process of law. Tinanggalan ang bawat pinatay ng pagkakataong mapakinggan at mahusgahan sa harap ng hukom bilang inosente o nagkasala. Malinaw po ang Section 1 ng ating Bill of Rights that no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall any person be denied of equal protection of laws. Ibig kong sabihin nito, Madam Speaker, pusher man o hindi, addict man o hindi, lahat ay may karapatang magpaliwanag. Ang mga sangkot sa controversial na 6.4 billion shabu sa customs ay inimbitahan sa ilang mga pagdinig dito sa Kongreso. Ang malalaking tao na pinaghihinalaan ay hiningan ng mga pahayag humarap sa Kongreso, sa Senado at mga hukom. Sila po ay pinakinggan, hindi pinatay. Ang gera kontra droga na ito ay gera kontra mahihirap. Nakatsinelas, nakasando, inamin mismo ng mga pulis na hirap silang makapasok sa mga exclusive villages tulad ng sa Makati. Okay lang naman daw ito dahil may kakayahan namang magpagamot. Malinaw sa autopsy at mga report na murder ang ginawa kay Kian. Ngunit ano ang naging sagot ng PNP Chief Bato de la Rosa. Napakaligtas ng kanyang puso tulad nga ng isang bato. Napakatigas ng kanyang puso tulad ng isang bato. Nang ipagtanggol pa ang lehitimo raw ang operasyon ng Caloocan 7 Drug Enforcement Unit. Hindi sasapat ang pagkakulong sa mga pumatay kay Kian. Madam Speaker, ang malagim na sinapit ng binata ay dagdag patunay lamang na ang Oplan Tokhang ay isang pasista at kontramaralitang patakaran na nagtatago sa likod ng kampanyang kontra droga. Si Kian ay pinaratangang sangkot sa illegal na droga at basta-basta na lamang pinatay. Ako po, Madam Speaker, ay labis na nababahala tulad ng kalakhan ng mga guro, kawani at mga mag-aaral na nalalapit na tokhang sa mga paaralan. Sa bisa ng CHED Memo No. 65 ay binabasbasan ng higher education institutions na gawin dagdag na admission requirements ang mandatory drug test. Dagdag ito harang sa pagkamit ng mga kabataan na kanilang karapatan sa edukasyon. Ang DepEd naman ay naglabas ng DepEd Order No. 40 and DepEd Order No. 37 na nagmamandato ng random drug testing sa senior high schools. Ito po ay ma-involve po dito ang 20,000 mga mag-aaral sa ating mga eskwelahan, mga teachers at mga non-teaching personnel. Ano ang kasiguruhan natin ang rehabilitation ng interes at tunguhin ng mga palisiyang ito kung ngayon pa lamang ay libo-libo ng mga mamamayan, mga mahihirap at ilan pa ay mga menor de edad ay pinapatay agad. Habang sina Peter Lim, Kenneth Dong, mga Chinese na smugglers, at maging si Vice Mayor Paulo Duterte mismo ay hindi natutugis na administrasyon. I fear that drug testing directed by DepEd and CHED will claim more lives and give greater license to police to conduct tokhang-like operations involving students, teachers, and personnel, and in the schools. Children are already being made victims of the tokhang even without the drug testing. What more if it is fully implemented in our schools against our students and teachers? They say it's for rehabilitation and prevention and determining the prevalence of drug addiction in the schools. But in an anti-drug campaign such as this, no rehabilitation and prevention at all will happen. Itong gera kontra droga ay tunay ng isang gera kontra mamamayan. Sa karamihan ay mga maralita na pinapatay base lamang sa mga suspicion o sabi-sabi ng mga kapulisan. Nararapat lamang nakagyat na itigil na ito ng ating Pangulo ang kanyang war on drugs. Dapat itigil ang pamamaslang at bigyang hustisya si Kian de los Santos at lahat ng mga nabiktima ng war on drugs. Ito lang po, Madam Speaker, at marami pong salamat.
Madam Speaker, I move that we refer the speech of the lady to the Committee on Rules.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The speech of Representative Franz Castro is referred to the Committee on Rules.
Madam Speaker, I move that we adjourn session until tomorrow, August 23, 2017 at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Session is adjourned until tomorrow, August 23, 4 o'clock.
Gusto ko sana sumipsip kay Paulo Duterte kanila eh.